when the Risk of Rain 2 music starts hitting so much, you swear you're levitating, man. I fucking love this soundtrack so much. You should change it up. It's not good to only have the same soundtrack over and over for all of you. It is, and let me tell you why. I said so. I run the channel. I clicked go live, therefore I get to set the rules. Let me make sure that we're all set up to actually play the game by clicking the load game button and loading our most recent save, which is exactly identical to the autosave, but we can have a little bit of a pretend moment where we act like something has changed. So, for all who do not remember, where are we at? What are we up to? Where we been? Where we at? What's on our minds? Let me change around where my mic is right now. Hold on. I want to try and make it... I'm trying a different setup, a little bit of a different setup. I was pushed out of my old house because my parents no longer love me. That's not true. I just wanted to try and set something up that would work a little bit more efficiently. I just feel the need to lie every moment that I'm talking. It's kind of the only way that I can exist. Hello, Devin John. I think full names on YouTube are so funny. Also, hi. So what's got you feeling like you would like to shove a jellyfish into a wood chipper, aside from the obvious of the noise that it makes would be pretty fun? Also, I hope that that's not like your real, actual, legally binding name, but I guess YouTube does do that now, right? Because they make you use your, well, they used to make you use your Google Plus account. Now I don't think Google Plus exists anymore. So yeah, all of our party members are on death's door, and also Stroll is the only one with any mana. Why is Stroll the only one with any mana? What happened? I'm very happy you asked. The reason Stroll is our only person with mana is Stroll uses his HP to fight when we're using the brawler stance. My Stroll is a brawler. When I look at him, he looks like the kind of guy who would crack someone's skull open. So now what I was thinking is maybe instead of healer, we have Hulkenberg become a seeker for us.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a traveler, a seeker of wisdom who endures countless tribulations in the name of a better future. 450 mag is required. We will treat them to become a seeker. So now they also have a healing one with DEI. You know, of course, we have to have our diversity, equality and inclusivity. I can't exactly remember what it stands for. I just know there's a lot of people who are really upset about it. But then when you break out the acronym, it's like, what is there to be upset about? Try beating Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon on extreme difficulty, but the Master King Coco's trial is harder than the impossible quiz. I now understand precisely how my parents feel when I talk to them. Oh, are you guys able to hear game audio, by the way? You should have been able to hear it this whole time, but it might have. Hold on, let me check how I have this set up. Properties, hold on. Advanced audio properties. No, yeah, you guys should have been able to hear it. Cool. Just wanted to make sure of that, because generally it's not the best idea to make it so your audience can't hear the game you're playing. Hollow Knight? Yeah, it'll do it. You fighting the oh, what the hell is their name? The white one that flies in the sky. So I can't remember. Oh, what are they called? I remember I lost my mind trying to fight them. Then there's Phantom Troop Grim. I lost my mind for a while trying to fight them, and then I realized, I kind of had this moment. I locked in. I understand it now. And from then on, I completely destroyed the boss. And it was one of my favorite memories in all of gaming because it just felt so good. Umu? I don't know if I remember them. Granted, it's been a while since last I've played Hollow Knight. In fact, at this point, I think I could probably play through almost all of Hollow Knight as though it was a blind game because it's been so long since I've played it. In fact, guys, right before Silksong launches, I'll play through all of Hollow Knight for us. So in other words, I will never have to play Hollow Knight on the channel. No, Silksong's coming soon, guys. No, trust me. This time Xbox said, for real, we mean it this time. We're gonna launch Silksong. Yes, this is the 37th time we've said it, but like, you've got reason to trust us this time. All of the games featured here will be out. Don't lie to me. Come on, what's the point of giving someone hope just to shatter it down? What is this, Danganronpa?
Amazing. Great move back there.
In the Master King Coco's trial, the last trial in the Final Horizon, I have to beat 3 Titans one after another with the following conditions. I did watch my friend play the jellyfish boss. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Do I have any staunch memories of hating them? I actually don't. But maybe I'm built different. But my only knowledge of Sonic Frontiers, I saw one of my friends playing it, and he almost sold me on the game. It was very close. He almost had me buy it that exact night. What did he tell you? The game had fishing. He really clocked my ass at that one. He was like, Salt and Slices, you know you can sit down and fish in this game. Shit, I almost had to buy it there on the spot just to support our troops. Our troops, of course, being any good man baiting up, all right? Any true master baiter would have done it as well. Can we hit through walls? We can't? Okay. Sure, of course. I mean, when you see a magical storm such as this, of course a vanity would stop it. They said that's real oak. That's the professor from Pokemon. So, hence why I said I want to throw a jellyfish into a wood chipper. Yeah, I didn't know if that was just like you had an also intense hatred towards jellyfish. Unrelated to everything else, you were like, damn, I really would love to see one of those fuckers just thrown into one of those. Which, like, I'm not here to judge. I've been put on this earth not to judge others, I think. But I'm the only person who actually learned that lesson, unfortunately. Everyone else says they'll do it, and then you say something heinous such as, oh, I only eat my pizza dipped in ranch, and all of a sudden you're public enemy #1. They've got no sympathy for you. So what are we doing, by the way? If you're wondering why I'm just running around killing dogs with one hit, getting next to no experience, next to no money, next to no magic, next to no bitches, it's primarily because we have a special passive when we're playing the mage class, which is what we're playing right now, which is every time in the overworld we disable one of the enemy's guards, aka give ourselves an advantage attack, we regenerate some of our MP. MP is supposed to be the finite resource that stops you from completing all of a dungeon within one day and causes you to take multiple days. In a game like this, the idea of me taking multiple days to accomplish a task that can be accomplished in one day, I would sooner put myself into the wood chipper, personally.
Pretty standard.
So because of that, I'm running around and regenning our MP to the best of my ability by just taking fights in the overworld. Now, what are we gonna do about this guy? He's a little bit rougher because we don't get the free advantage on him, but Stroll can pretty much just use Skullcracker and he's almost dead. And then he won't be dead from it, but since he's stunned, all I do is guard, unlock the new Synthesize, not really gonna be using them, pass it back, Skullcrack one more time, and Stroll wins us the game. He just gotta be there. He's literally just him. And now we're good. Unscathed triumph. Don't tell that to Stroll, who threw away 85% of his HP to do those 2 attacks. You know. On extreme mode, when I get 1 hit point, meaning if I get hit once, I have to restart from the first Titan again. Yeah, that does sound a little bit atrocious. Yeah, I think I'd probably give that one about 6 times before I decide that life is, look out the window, life is worth living, and I just I continue on going about my day from there. So what are we up to on mana? 69 MP on us. Hulkenberg, not exactly as nice currently. Are we able to synthesize a skill inheritance? We are. So we can use first aid, which huge. Okay. The game didn't make this clear. If you're wondering why I'm bouncing back and forth screaming huge, it's not that I've just seen a man drop his trousers and I'm enthralled. It's actually that once I pay to unlock this on one person for the character, they're able to equip that to anybody. Because I paid to get first aid as a skill inheritance for healer. And even though I didn't pay for this one, I'm still able to equip first aid. So some of these more expensive ones, like increased defense by 10%, defense increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. You read that and think to yourself, I don't know about that. And it's a fair thing to not know about. Also, we'll give her Medai so that we have a full HP recovery for all allies, but she's also more offensive oriented like this, because I really did fuck with I mean, this is triple offense now, which I still fuck with, by the way, just to make that clear. Now, while we're at it, what else could we do? We could change up Stroll's, because Stroll is already ranked 12 with this one, and arguably he doesn't need to be that high ranked with just this one, especially seeing as his only other high rank, quote unquote high rank, is this one, which is ranked 6, which it would tell me in, oh, it does tell you in details. We could get Slicer, Critical Strike, or increase slash attacks by 20%. Really good if we want to use this on another slash character. Probably not the best just to use on normal Stroll there. Now, from the knight, what would we be looking for? This has been a complete and comprehensive guide of all things I'm really looking for off of knight. Knight's a great tank, by the way. Stroll isn't my tank. He's not built for that. Now, what can I get off of Seeker? Anyways, for mage, Yeah, Stroll's just gonna stay on the boxer. I think it's probably best if he just keeps beating dudes off. It's more in his nature, and who am I to stop him from that, you know? His life, his choices. I'm here just to support him in any way that I can. By simply showing up, hopefully. Dude, I do think the face tracking works a lot better with the setup. Encountered and beat Queen Bee in Terraria. Or is this like your is it your first Terraria playthrough, or are you doing like a master mode or anything like that? I mean, if it's your first playthrough and you're doing master mode, you may come to resent the game because you're not going to understand what's like the strongest stuff unless you're looking up stuff. And then it turns Terraria, which is already arguably a Wikipedia game. All games either fall into Wikipedia or vibe games. Terraria is definitely a Wikipedia game, not a game you vibe out. So it could make you dislike the game more than you need to, because it's kind of got the progression built in mind of you'll play on normal mode, then you can take off the training wheels and play on expert, then you can play on mastered. No, I've played it a lot of times. Okay, sick. Is it master mode, or are you doing a normal playthrough? Normal playthroughs are also completely chill, and I really like doing normal playthroughs because they require me not to think a lot compared to master mode, where I'm like, well, if I min-max here and if I go get a Star Fury, my sister even played it too. I think Terraria is one of the best games of all time. I just know there are a lot of people who get turned away from how much they have to look up stuff because they just don't understand it innately, which is not. Some people hear that and say that's not a fair complaint. No, it's a very fair complaint because the game doesn't do the best job at teaching you everything. However, I think once you put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours, it's one of the most rewarding gaming experiences you can have. So the only survival game I've ever played that's truly like struck a chord with me. I've wanted to play Subnautica, but that's mainly because I don't view it as a survival game. I view it as a horror game first. The survival aspect of it is completely secondary to the fact that I will be shitting myself the whole time. Everything's clear. Everything's clear. I'm really looking for any enemies we can ambush. King Slime and Eye of Cthulhu many times. Okay, okay. So is it normally like the Borderlands 2 issue where you start up a lot of playthroughs and then the group you're playing with stops playing, so therefore your playthrough is done? As is the case for every Borderlands. The number of times that people have heard, oh wait, you're not dead. Yes, Claptrap, your metaphorical ship has finally come in. Everybody knows it, all right? Your ability to walk short distances without fainting will be Handsome Jack's downfall. I know, Claptrap, you've told me this before, all right? We've gone through this many, many times. Hammerlock's gonna have you get electrocuted and go, apologies, it's just when Claptrap's speaking, I hear my brain cells committing suicide one by one, and everybody goes, that's a pretty good one-liner. Well, maybe it was the first time. Hammerlock, get some new material, buddy, all right? You can't just keep playing the classics. Fuckers walking in and hitting me with airline food on playthrough 30. I know by now. I got Grey's Affinator. I got it by luck from a traveling merchant. I believe you can get the orange one if you play the 3DS variant of the game. However, not many people are playing the 3DS variant of Terraria. I think the saddest Terraria variant exclusive is the Japanese versions of the game have a Monokuma outfit that they just didn't bother to bring over to the States. Like, Danganronpa still exists here, by the way. It's a pretty big game still. You didn't have to act like it's nothing at all. Getting tired of her saying everything's pretty standard. I'm just trying to scrounge together any mana that I may find lying about on the ground. And it's been working wonders, by the way. We're up to 83 mana. We started with under 40. And I've gone to the underworld in multiple worlds. But have you ever done hard mode? Very impressive. Now let's see Paul Allen's Terraria.
We're safe here.
No, I mean, Terraria is one of the best ever to do it. The cool thing about it is also it is very much you take it at your own pace. So you never really have to do anything. I do love whenever I'm running and he turns around and is like, come on guys, keep up. They don't really need to, all right? We're just chilling here. Can't destroy that one, cool. Enemies down here. Now these enemies, I don't think I was killing in one shot. Let's see if I am now. If I am now, that's awesome. Okay, get the fuck out of there. Oh, the dodge rolls are immaculate. Put him in Bloodborne, he's ready. Put him in any Souls like you can imagine. He's built for it. All right. Get these guys to teleport on top of us. One down. You've been absolutely baited. You've been absolutely, oh my god, you absolute fool. All we gotta do is make sure we never get into a fight with these guys.
That'll do it.
I didn't take damage from actually dodge rolling something. I'm playing it like it's truly a Souls-like. What I've been waiting for this whole time. Dang, wait, I didn't actually know if this gave you iframes. I thought it was just for fun. I have 400 health and 200 mana from many months ago. The mana one, it's debatable how much it matters in a lot of my playthroughs. Is mage a fun archetype to play? It's funny that we'd say, is mage a fun archetype? Well, let me answer that question right here. Mage, selected archetype. Yeah, I kind of fuck with mages. But there are just a lot of times where I simply find myself getting bored by the magical weapons that I have available to me in Terraria, so I end up not playing mage. Because a lot of the early game weapons are kind of just shoot out a little piss bolt, and that's the whole ability. You turn around, you go, that's it. All right, we might as well get Hulkenberg to use first aid X1 on Stroll. Stroll's ready for a fight. I'm ready for a fight. We should be able to make a little bit of progress in this room ahead of us. Now, this was before where we got a little bit sectioned off, if you will, just due to us not having the damage required to continue forward. This is where we use Luis's painting. I was saying this the other day when I was talking to somebody, and they said they didn't realize it, so I'm gonna bring it up on stream, but I feel like it's a little bit obvious. Let me know what you guys think. To me, 100%, what was I thinking? Synthesis. 100%, Luis is the devil. This man's full name is going to be Luis Cypher. I guarantee it. 100. It's happened too many times in media. All right. 100% he's a personification of the devil. And you can't convince me otherwise. I will actually be surprised if that's not the twist. If that's not the twist, I'll throw up my hands and say cinema. But if it is the twist, I'm not gonna like say how could they. I'm just saying right now, that's my current guess. I have a few magic weapons. I mean, you have the space gun, right? The space gun and meteorite set, that's really all you need until hard mode. You're able to easily complete everything with it. Now, can it be a little bit visually, or sorry, auditorily grating on the ears? Yeah, hearing the pew, 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 pew 47 times in a row. Some people aren't huge fans of it. I mean, we just passed turn, synthesis, Gabat. I know I'm wasting a lot of the mana that I just spent, but like the entire reason that I got it is so I can spend it. And you might as well torch him if you got it. Clearly we do. We got ice chunks. That gives us free uses of an ice spell, which is nice because then Stroll's able to do some stuff. We have 2 more points to distribute. I think I just want more item acquisition rate. Because if I'm not gambling with every single encounter, oh, what do we get this time? What's the point? A game for babies? A little baby game? I don't need that. Now, unfortunately, I'm draining Hulkenberg's mana also. I didn't realize it used both mana. Kind of sucks that it does, but I think I would happily spend a total of 12 mana to kill every single enemy there. It's probably going to cost me more than that if I do individual casts. Not to mention we won't get our unscathed triumph. Tarukaha kind of lets her be more of a support. Kind of. It's not great optics on it. All right. If we don't get advantage on this guy, we're fucked. We have advantage. Are we safe? I would say no. What do we know about you?
They're weak to ice.
They're weak to ice. Let's stop them cold. Don't say that, man. What the fuck are we talking about here? All right, ice chunk goes crazy here. Gives us a weak one. Yep. Now here we got to use Gabat. Unfortunately, it will not kill the middle guy, but it does give us some good optics on what's going on here. Especially because you've got no reason to do anything other than just fucking kill him. Recovered from stun. Remind him why that's a bad idea. Thought your reminder would go a little bit better than that. We will go for a weak attack. Now he does get a turn. Unfortunately, he gets light breath. I don't think any of my guys are weak to light. Not weak to light, but damn. Stroll's making it look close. Now here you've got nothing, so we just pass it. Stroll, skull crack him one more time. He's almost dead. We blizz here. Blizz almost kills. Go for a melee on Hulk. It's the enemy's turn. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Incorrect?
Stroll can't take any more. Someone heal him.
All right. Pass the turn here.
We can do this.
You guys are weak to fire and ice. You would hate Game of Thrones. They've got a whole song dedicated to both of those. All right. Everything was weak there. That's nice. You go for a melee. That only takes one. You go for a melee. That only takes one. We win the fight by some miracle.
The way's clear.
Not an unscathed triumph. Far from it. Far from it. Stroll stats go up. Love to see that. Now, what do we do about the fact that there's another enemy right there?
What now?
Close our eyes, stick our head in the sand, cry a little bit. I don't know. 10 MP versus 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that was a total of 5. So it would have been 10 MP either way, but there's a chance that the weak recovery didn't get Stroll back to full. Do I run past this guy?
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
I think we do. And we check if the enemies up here are stronger or weaker. Oh, we do have a safe room immediately. That's nice. Maybe up ahead is a little boss fight, if I had to guess, based off of gaming patterns. Found a Muggle Hollow. Looks like we can rest here. It appears we can catch our breath. Be really nice if I had that one ability. Not ability, sorry. That one item. They put it in every single Persona game. Or Atlus style RPG, which is the safe room full heal. Do I still want this one? Probably not. I think we'd rather just add light magic to our repertoire so that we've got more to go off of here. Magic recovery. Each time an enemy is stunned or defeated. Yeah, it's not great for us, but I mean, we take what we can get, I suppose. Do you wish to leave this place? Yeah, I really thought more would have, well, I guess comedically more to say. We've got nowhere else to go, so let's keep exploring for now. I think we're close to hitting our wall, lest I want to run back down and kill 30,000 dogs again. Do I want to? Eh, somewhat.
As long as we're careful, I think we'll be fine with these.
Okay, so what do we do here? Fighting isn't always the solution. Sometimes you run around, but this is stealth-based gameplay. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kill all of the weaklings.
Everything's clear.
Anakin Skywalker taught me one thing. Take out the younglings. He's pissed. He's pissed. He's pissed. He's like, what the hell? Those were actually like my friends. And now we run out of here. They've got no clue what hit them, and they go right back to patrolling. They act. Are any of you that? Well, you're a weak one, so you're dead. Oh, whatever you would like. Now that's one of the captains. How do we deal with the captain? By being prepared. He can only stop us if we stop moving. Yeah, jump them, boys. Everybody get in there. Everyone get a piece. Now, he is the one who is weak to ice.
Stop him cold. We're evenly matched.
But you also don't resist getting your head caved in. So I'm definitely going to do that into a ice attack here. We don't really need a Gabot one. I think we just go for this.
What?
So this guy forgot where he is and what's going on. I think a normal punch just kills you. I think that I should never speak again. Fiery strike. Honestly, that's on me. Round slash, skills are currently forgotten. We'll take that. This kills. This kills. Actually this time. All right, well, I'll take what I can get.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Obviously, there's not more backup coming. We lured him out. So I did buy a ton of items specifically. Once I find them, they should be in use. Where is it? Oh, wait, here's our cures. Yeah, there it is. I bought a ton of ointments to help heal them just because it seemed like fire was going to be a pretty common status effect, and I was right. Now, what are we looking for here? They only have 4 like little baby bitch enemies. So then we dodge. You also, whoa, you also count as baby bitch. All right, we're good. Now all that's left is you. Bait him out. Dodge that. Yo, boys, whenever you want to jump him together, like we can act like we're a team who works together to solve our issues. Okay. Just me, I guess. Hey, that's fine. One-man shows are cool, too. Love Broadway, love my one-man musicals. Sure, hey, whatever it takes. Now here we skullcrack you. Skullcracker should kill. Skullcracker does not kill. Love to see that. Blizz here. Blizz does really good damage. Recovered from stun. So then the answer is obvious. We slice into skullcracking. Skullcracking kills. He's stunned. Can't move. We use 4 more magic here. Is it the most mana efficient of all time? No, we arguably could have beat him to death with hammers. I don't know, man. It just kind of felt better to do it that way. Hulkenberg, I need your ever limited mana one more time. Somehow, and I don't know how, and we're not going to blame anybody or point any fingers because that'd be very irresponsible of us. Somehow Stroll keeps losing all of his HP in every fight. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. But man, am I addicted to throwing away my HP for damage.
This is...
Oh, sorry. I thought when he said this is, I thought the whole thing was voice acted. I can read it. Don't worry, guys. Popcorn reading, calling on salted slices. Is that the Royal Scepter Chamber? Yes, but the seal on the door's been broken. Oh, that's all you guys had to say. Okay, well, I understand now why it was not voice acted. It wasn't exactly the most shocking revelation. I could see that the seal was broken.
It's all clear.
I used my realize to realize. Oh, we're not able to run over there. Oh, you guys stored it with the poop water? What the hell? Ah, yes, the Royal Scepter surrounded by raw sewage. Maybe I just value artifacts more.
The Royal Scepter? Has he truly taken it? How could he have dispelled those wards alone?
This one's voice acted. Good, I can drink my water. And hit
Even
auto.
if he has it, we've seen no signs of escape. Were the Scepter his only target, he'd not have stayed within.
Where'd he go? No one's seen him, so he must still be close by.
That's the only other way out, right?
If he's gone ahead, he could only be on the roof. But what could he seek there?
Do we think they're about to...
And stealing the scepter. Probably that day of calamity he's been raving about.
I think they're going to try to
We hadn't
revive,
till the
like,
morning's
everything
over.
that's dead.
We must stop him.
But, like, to work for Luis, specifically. Across all of the realms and stuff like that. So they want to be up top so they can do that. Head to Roof Cathedral. We don't think there's going to be a boss fight up here, right? We can just talk out our differences like men. Well, if there is, we're locked in now. Zorba is just ahead on the roof. Let's go. I don't actually think it's a great idea. I will say, ooh, damn, that looks sick. Oh, damn, that's cool. No, I wanted to keep looking over at the Capitol, actually. Okay, we could just kind of recenter here. Yep, no, that's awesome to look at. Okay, looks like to the left is just a sky. Oh. Huh. I still can't fathom it, to be honest. No. Yeah, man, I don't think I would either. Pretty sure when faced with infinity, our brains kind of shut down. It's looking pretty infinity-esque. Well, this is the most boss fight looking thing I've ever seen. We will save here in case I would like to turn around and get more mana. But there's also a chance that this is like a scripted fight. Do I think that's very...
Is this right?
I think we probably get some mana, actually. I was just kind of messing around. Just kind of trolling a smidge. Be really nice to recover some other stuff. I mean, because from our items, I don't even think we have... Restores 100 HP to all allies. Damn, yeah, I don't think I have any more MP restores. Not a single one. We have 9 more days until the Day of Calamity. We can also see what most people did on this day. I doubt many went in here. Parties upon mission clear, necromancer takedown. Well, you were on easy. On normal, level 16, 16, 15, 12, 12, 11. I'm kind of around there. Normal 16, 15, 15, Brawler, Knight, Seeker. Very similar. I think what I do for this fight, I think I like that. I think I agree with them. Hulkenberg should go back to being a... where do they put it? Oh, it's under equipment. Hulkenberg should go back to being on the Knight.
Nice.
I think 100%. Chainmail suit, yes. Holy halberd, not because I love it, because I don't have any other options. Endurance +1, that's awesome. Guard talisman, love that too. Yeah, this is a good team. The only thing that I'll need to do is swap his skills around, specifically his inherited skill, which I think I swap here because I need to get a healing move, and I'm thinking I put on this one so I have healing for all allies while we're in the fight. Then I go into Hulkenberg's and I teach her also for all allies. In fact, maybe I should change mine to single target so I can be a single healer if need be, and then Hulkenberg can cover the party. I think that works. All we need now is more mana and we'll be good. So time to run all the way back down. Look, I was hoping there'd be a couple more fights up on the roof, okay? A fiddler on the roof even, if you will. Wow, I didn't know Salted Slices was cultured like that. Yeah, I try not to brag, but I really know nothing about the play. Yeah, I'm pretty much trying not to brag, but I have no clue what I talk about. I just kind of know the name of it, and if you were to ask me what it's about, I think the best explanation I could give you is probably about some guy who fiddles on roofs. But that's just using context clues. It's not 100% set in stone or anything. We teleport back down. We go kill dogs again. I know. Aren't you gonna do something like special in order to, before we need mana drastically bad? The main reason we had Hulkenberg swapping around the way that we did to Seeker to other stuff wasn't because I thought she needed to be Seeker. It was because I wanted the synthesis moves, and I think it was still the right play. The synthesis moves very strong and made short work of some of the other fights because I didn't have to worry about them. By the way, is the audio doubling for you guys at all? It shouldn't be.
Got it.
But let me know if it is, because I have changed some minor stuff with how it works. You're in the cave looking for diamonds. That's weird. I'm not gonna finish that. Travel elsewhere. We want to go to the first one we found, which I guess is the prayer chamber, I suppose. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna run through from here to the top, but the entire time we're gonna kill everything we can. You are still a danger enemy. I think we probably don't even care about killing you then.
They're out cold. Attack now and finish it.
Yeah, we don't even care about that.
My archetype's abilities
We're good,
feel
we're good.
stronger.
My archetype's abilities feel stronger. Oh shit, yeah, he did level up off of that. Okay. So then we can run up here. There's gonna be more enemies. Wonderful, wonderful. This is what we're looking for. Just gonna take down as many of these as we can. We're already up to 50 mana. Now, does this affect my party members' mana? Here's how we'll check. Hulkenberg's currently at 19. I don't think it is. Okay, well, let me ask you a question. If I do this, does anything change for your audio? Because I realize I'm kind of duplicating something that does not need to be duplicated. And so without duplicating it, the audio should sound a lot nicer. A lot of shoulds, a lot of could be's. Well, you know how it is. We're not professionals around here. I just figured out where the go live button was, and somehow we've ended up here from there. Somehow it's just multiplied. So Hulkenberg was at, I believe, 12 mana. How do you already forget the one number? Well, because it was 2 digits, so that's 2 numbers actually. Thank you. That's how I forget it. Doesn't feel too different at all. I'm gonna placebo myself into saying it sounds better now. Thanks. So I can just feel like I did something there. It really helped me sleep at night. All right, pick up all these kills, including over. Whoa! Almost took a little damage just for fun. So doing this. Dude, come on. No need to be like that. All I'm doing is looking for some mana. I know that it's also, I'm kind of leveling doing this. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that the XP I'm getting here is insanely negligible. but maybe it'll end up mattering. I guess it did level up Stroll's guy once. That was his archetype anyways, and it didn't unlock any new skills. So what's it do? I don't know. So let's see. It looks like she got more to me. Yeah, she's up to 43 from 12. So I think this is very worthwhile, and we will continue our round here. I know it's not exactly the most enticing in the world. Believe me, I get it. But the alternative is I waste another day and then I don't get to hang out with my virtual friends. And if I don't have my virtual companionship, how am I supposed to enjoy this game? We're gonna all be best friends and stuff. Okay, we'll run left and then make our rounds that way. In fact, I think what we should do is go in here, kill the teeth per the usual, get rid of the cavities of society. What can I say? I truly am the best to ever do it. Hey, if you no longer have dental issues, just remember me. That's all I ask. I thought there were some of these guys would reanimate. Technically, I can beat this guy. I don't feel like using any of my mana, but stunning still gives mana. So I'm gonna just stun them and be on my way. I know I get a lot more Magla and stuff like that. I'm not trying to farm money or XP at all though, so there's just a waste of time as far as I see it. I'm farming one thing, and it's that beautiful blue stuff that comes out of the enemies. Not gonna leave that one there and let it linger. All right, nothing here still. That's fine, that's fine. If you're wondering why I why I'm running into rooms? No, why I run into rooms where there's no dots on the map. It's on the off chance that it's zombies who will stand back up. They don't mark them on the maps. Okay, well, sometimes they do. Other times they don't. It depends on how close you are. We got the Sanctor's Mantle from that. Hey, that might be their rare drop. That might be my luck paying off, baby. We're up to 88 on our mana. I think we're getting close to being good to go fight Necromancer. Is it going to be an easy fight? Guy like me, fight like that? I think the smart money's on me. I'm just saying, if you're taking any sports bets on the side on does Salted Slices win this one, smart money is gambling all of your house and all of your material possessions on yes, he wins first try. But that's also not legally binding. Do you know, there are any streamers who are popular enough for there to be betting like that? You wanna know what I bet? I bet they do that for League of Legends streamers. You queue into a match and then, but that's so easily corruptible, because what if you just stream snipe the streamer and then guarantee the result you want to get yourself money? Well, but I guess let's not lie to ourselves. What are the odds that a random Twitch chatter is about to be in a challenger game where people are putting down money on it? Most of them don't even know what a bidet is or how to wash their ass in general. So it's questionable if they're performing at the top of their performance in any game.
Everything's pretty standard.
I know everything's pretty standard. I'm trying to see if there's like any enemies lurking. Yeah, nothing else here. Check. No? Okay. He's still alive? What's good? Nothing matters. No one's going to help.
Right.
Well, anyway. You keep on thinking that, buddy. I'm gonna just enjoy life as it comes towards me. Dude, this took so long for me to fight through and do all the puzzles too. Running back through it, there is nothing here. It is the emptiest room I've ever seen. There is nothing on any of these floors. But what am I gonna do? I can't just turn back now. We gotta finish up the pathway we've started up again. It's weird that the enemies here don't respawn. I mean, maybe what I should do is just go back down to floor 1 after doing this and get all of those enemies that did respawn and just go between floor 1 and 2. In fact. Okay, thank you. Thought I was locked in, sealed my fate. Heard the door click behind me, knew what that one meant. Let's go back right now and see if it respawns the floor 2 enemies. Because if it does, then that's the most efficient farm for mana. And yet again, I understand that this, you may hate it. This is what playing optimally looks like. I am getting all of my mana back for free. This will be a strategy I will employ for the rest of the game in order to make sure we get mana back. You can say, oh great, it's another time where he runs around and presses square on his stick a lot. Hey.
It's all clear.
I might be the most thrilled man in this chat about being able to play with my stick, okay? Any enemies in here? Does not look like it. Just want to see if anybody wants to wake up. Nope. Okay. Thought I could be a human alarm clock for them. Any enemies on the map? The enemies have instantly respawned. Cool. So now we know where they all are. Time. Second verse, you won't believe this shit, man. It's actually same as the first. All right, 1 down, 2 down. Time to rinse and repeat going down here. Got a bunch of dogs to run through. We'll finish up the dogs, get to the safe room on floor 1, and then teleport back up to the safe room right before. Yeah, because I've got over 100 MP. That should be enough for me to fight. Hulkenberg, her shit does not cost MP. It's like 4 MP to draw aggro, and that's all she'll ever do. Her purpose in fights is to sit there and get hit. It's not exactly a noble profession, but it is one that we need for sure. We call it the royal scapegoat. She really does show up and take those hits like no others. The punching bag, the sandbag who might hit back. She doesn't really hit that hard, but I don't need her to either. Then we head back down, get another round of the dogs killed. And finally, it's actually time to complete this first dungeon. Oh man, this one is taking a schminute. Do you think it could be due to your own inability to play wise and the fact that you make battles take 3 times longer by now finding their weaknesses? No, I don't think it could be because of that. Thank you for checking. No, I choose to believe that everything I do is optimal. It's really helped me out thus far. All right. 112. Oh, I passed by one. My fault. Almost left this place without slaughtering everything I saw in front of me. Boy, how tragic that would have been. What kind of good guy would I be if I did that? Also, if you're worried about the farming offsetting some of the difficulty in the game, don't worry. We're getting upwards of $20 for this, man. Ooh, 24, 27. Oh my God, all the way up to 30. I take it back. We're destabilizing the entire economy with this one. Nearly made $100 from killing 70 enemies. Ooh, baby. Best of luck stopping me now. This next trip to Target gotta be fierce if they got the new Pokemon set out. Which one's the new set? Surging Sparks, I think, or something along those lines. I saw it at the store once and thought to myself, damn, I should buy that because it's fun to open cards. And then I downloaded Pokemon TCG Pocket, and it's really been fixing that craving for me. And I don't even have to spend money. Did I? Yeah, but I don't have to. That's worth a lot. And some people might say insane things like, why would you spend money on a card game where you don't even get like real physical cards? That's a great question that I will get back to you. Like once I take a shower later and I come up with a perfect comeback, then I'll get back to you. And we'll act like no time had passed, so it kind of works in my favor a little bit. Plenty of mana. Plenty. We should be all good now. Was it the most exciting? Let's take a rest. We should not push ourselves. What are you guys talking about? We're full mana. And all it took was... How long has the stream been live? 44 minutes, and we can move one floor up. I think we were at the... I'm gonna imagine it was this one, just because it's the lowest one on the list, which should mean it was the most recent. Okay, that's how it works. Love you, the chungier route instead of sexy for your avatar. I just want to give you a big hug. Thank you. No, I think he's adorable. I love him so much. And look, there's too many sexy male VTubers out there who do the kind of voice. I don't need to do that, all right? I need to go live and talk about cum for 30 hours. It's called therapy. We only care about mental health when they have the sexy kitten Discord voice, all right? All of a sudden, when I go live and I want to do it, oh, now it's an issue. No, I'm kidding. It's actually been like really positive reception to the model overall, which I'm very happy about because I very much enjoyed the direction it went with, and I was very closely tied in the creation of it, which is why I have this as a toggle. You should use that one more. I agree. We are in agreement with each other. All right. Time for us to finally kill Zorba. Zorba does sound like the name of somebody's favorite Star Wars character. ideal male form like deal with it betas. That's what I'm saying. You can only tell who's an alpha and who's a beta, but when I'm there to tell you. When I point and said, I've got that true Sigma mindset. Why do you think that I haven't showered in 3 weeks? It's called aura. You wouldn't get it. Flies are literally fainting around me from my aura. That's a true Sigma right there. All right. Let's show Zorba what for, show up and maug him. Let's do a little bit of a best practice here. Hulkenberg has more mana than she'll need during the fight. So let's get everybody to 100% HP.
Ready?
Zorba should be just up ahead. Are you all set? Fuck no. No, I am not. Thank you for checking. Let us finish this. I will put a stop to him once and for all. I don't know about that. He shot one bone at us last time and we said, we can't deal with this one. We went, what am I supposed to do about that? So I don't really think that we got this one, but we'll see.
This is the royal scepter, is it? Divine relic, progenitor of all igniters.
He's definitely thinking if he could
I
take
need
it.
only keep it safe until the handover.
Trespasser. The faith of the people doth not lie with thee. Thou art unworthy of the crown's authority.
Is the king gonna kill Zorba? Oh.
Until a worthy successor rises,
Oh,
I
man.
shall keep the scepter. Only one may wield the magic
Brother said,
of kings,
"Yoink."
the true protector of the people.
I'll be taking that one.
There you have it. The king will only forfeit the royal scepter to a people's champion.
Well, actually, he seemed really chill with you taking it for about 30 minutes. It was only because
No risk of it falling into someone else's hands for now. Meaning Lord Luis's victory is assured.
all he wanted to do was make sure nobody else took the scepter. That feels like, what the hell? That seems like such an ass plan.
All that remains is my glorious calamity.
Okay, sure. Massive face in the sky, what a name. Oh, he's the king.
Oh, how they will cry when the swell of Magla bursts. How they will beg and crawl and plead for Lord Luis's salvation.
You know, the swell of Magla bursting is also what I used to call it before I took health class, so Zorba, I've been there before.
There you are.
Where is the royal scepter?
God, why does he stand like that?
The fallen
Sorry.
king protects it. The scepter is beyond us all.
He's making sure he's serving no matter what.
For the time being, that is. Now, if you're finished, be gone from my sight. I'll not harm you either. Even I have some sympathy for fools.
Also, what? I mean, if he doesn't have the scepter, yeah, what are we doing here now?
We'll see ourselves out. Once we knock Luis's whereabouts out of you.
He threw one bone at us, literally a fragment of a femur. And we said, damn, we gotta dip. This guy's too strong. That was 20 minutes ago in game.
I'm sorry. Do you actually think you can stop me?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, let's find out. Look, I'm not gonna postulate. You know, theory can only take you so far. Get over here and let's make out for a bit. Look, I get that my makeout joke was pretty funny, but come on, that's a little bit of an overreaction. Like, I'm flattered. Honestly, I am. I didn't really think you'd think it was that funny, but
I see now! No wonder I couldn't understand your actions. They're baseless, utterly unfounded.
well, then give me a foundation, brother.
Madness ill becomes you, Zorba.
You again. What would you know of it? I know no lady knights.
That's strange, because she definitely...
Wait. A knight with blood-red tresses. Don't tell me you're the buffoon who failed to protect the prince.
No, that's her. Wait, you do know her. What a small world.
Judgments mean nothing from a man who sullies the dead. You've fallen far yourself.
Perhaps I am unworthy of the royal scepter. but I can still bring change to this world. I can still teach them true feet.
You'll find that hard to do from a dungeon, blackguard. The time has come for you to face justice.
When Hulkenberg says blackguard, she makes it sound like a slur, man.
You, Knight, have no idea what real justice is, and that mistake will cost you your life. Rejoice, rats!
Hey,
That
okay.
willless assassin is dead, but I shall gladly send you to join him!
Woo! Sorry, I gotta rejoice a little bit. I mean, if the game gives me a command, what am I supposed to do? Not play along? Hell yeah, Zorba, my man! Hey, let's rejoice together. Oh, peril. It's one guy.
Now die! Lord Luis's destined kingdom will be built atop your bones!
Games really be like peril, and then there's a guy who looks like he benches 110.
What destined kingdom? Tell us where Luis has gone, or we'll tear the words from you.
I think that was the plan from the
For
start.
all the innocent lives you played for pawns, I shall make you pay!
And me too!
Don't
Oh,
stop him.
nope, I didn't get a voice line.
He'll destroy.
Increases caster's attack and defense for 3 turns. Lock in, buddy. I'm not really sure which one I'd want to do here. Let's do a little Conde and see how he feels about lightning. He resists lightning, of course he would. What about if I had a Knight's Proclamation that says, hey, you're gonna hit me? What would that make you say? Corpse puppetry?
So he has the power to control the dead?
He has... Why are we treating him having the power to control the dead like it's some new thing we hadn't heard of? That's all he is. That's what he's done from the start. By the way, are the corpse dolls, do we know anything about them? We know nothing about them. They look a little sickly. I mean, I understand they are dead, so there might be that to it. I feel like the cold on the dead would not... Okay, the cold on the dead goes completely fine and they're built for it. All we do is keep Knight's Proclamation in here. Corpse puppetry. At some point, you're gonna have to stop, man. You're gonna have to. Okay. Enemy's attention turns towards the group.
Let's make an end of it.
Let's do some huge damage here, because this is holy damage. And I feel like that's what Luis would be weak to. No
You're fools to defy
Sorry,
Lord
Zorba.
Luis.
What Zorba would be weak to.
I won't hold back.
Not the case this time. Now, what am I thinking?
The next one's yours.
I'm thinking we have to pass a Knight's Proclamation again. She's just got to, as long as she takes every single hit, we'll be fine. Madness Curse.
Only a flesh wound.
This cheat could start to hurt pretty soon. Okay, stop it. Fucking knock it off, man. Attack return to normal, defense return to normal, defense return to normal, the enemy's group. Okay, got it. Battle cry. Lock in, buddy. He uses his mana on nothing else, so this is very easy. What I do here, I pass and then use Medi here.
Thanks.
Everybody gets all their HP back and we're looking great.
I can't afford to hold back.
Now, what do I do here? Not weak to that, but
Go for it.
I've watched enough zombie media to know that they're pretty weak to being set on fire.
You hit their weakness.
That is actually their weakness for real. Now we're using dark magic. Feel like that's a little bit rude. You're enraged. You're not you when you're hungry, buddy. Still enraged. Hit him as much as you want. He's got, okay, not me. That's not who I asked you to hit, man. We're gonna use this one again and just get some recovery going on everybody. Love to see it. Everybody's looking very healthy right now. Stats are raised, so I'm just gonna like punch you way harder than you think I would directly in the dome piece. Finish off one of your corpse thrall and give myself an extra turn. With that extra turn, we're gonna set up a little bit of Knight's Proclamation and say you are all hitting Hulkenberg no matter what. Now, arguably, can we, again, with the same shit, man. You've already done that trick before. The magicians at a kid's birthday party have more tricks, buddy. What the hell? Oh, Luis will never be beaten. By the way, you want to see the same trick for the 90th time? Come on, let's get a little ingenuity going. All right, so what am I thinking here? I'm thinking you go bot. Almost kills.
That's your opening, Captain.
get everybody's HP back because we're gonna have quite a turn ahead of us where they do get to hit us a little bit. Now what do I do with this?
Perhaps not.
The truth of the matter, we pass and we just use this. Now it seemed like a smidge of a waste because I don't get my extra half crystal from me hitting the weakness and utilizing the game mechanics in the correct way. She is now paralyzed. This might be... Honestly, just like fuck dealing with the corpses. What am I even doing?
Hulkenberg's been paralyzed. She can't move a
Oh,
muscle.
power of heroes!
With these fists, I strike for justice.
I mean, I had to try it.
I call upon royal power within. I shall vanquish evil.
He's got a lot of HP left, so this one should deal a lot.
It's okay. By this power.
Does a decent amount. Does a decent amount. What will I do here? You ask me in earnest, so I tell you in earnest. We cure paralysis for one ally. Now, this is our only paralysis cure. So if she gets paralyzed again, we're fucked. Madness Curse. Madness Curse is fine, because now this guy just hits harder. Hit as hard as you want. You can't hurt Stroll. He's just, he's immune. Now dance for me. They're having a whole rave over there. This is the 37th time that he's had them dance for him.
I knew you'd help.
I'm a little bit jealous, honestly.
I owe you. Brawler!
Brawler's Skullcracker should deal a lot of damage. Then what do I think?
Maybe not.
I think that you resist lightning. You probably resist all of the normal elements and absorb darkness. Not that I have a way to deal dark damage. We could test somewhat. No, because my melee is probably the same type. So what else do I think? Well, I think maybe like your corpses, you can burn. You resist that as well. I don't like you very much. Attack. Which feels rude, if anything. Attack. Okay. Guys,
This is nothing.
I've got other allies. Bondage Curse. Not as much of a curse as some might believe. I hate to break it to you. I think I've had that curse before.
That helped.
Didn't go that bad for me.
Helpful as ever.
Do this.
Everything's
Pass his turn. Paralyzed and can't move.
Royal soul.
Fucking sucks. So I think it is important to take these guys down, even though my prior actions when I was a different man would lead you to believe that I didn't think it was worthwhile. That's because I didn't think it was worthwhile at that time. But at this point, I'm getting sick and tired of them.
Only a flesh wound.
Damn. How did he hit me? It's crazy that he was able to hit me when I put the curse of no hitting me on.
By this power.
So we do this for free. Kill one of them. Get this going also kind of for free. Not as for free.
I owe you.
What do I do here? I could pass. I kind of see no reason to. I'd rather just crack his skull open. Oh my god, a critical hit too. Now that is disgustingly good. Do this so we can almost kill that corpse. On his turn, he's gonna have to waste a turn recovered from rage. Okay, that's just petty. That's how you know he's sick of me. He just went up and bitch slapped me. Corpse puppetry. I'm gonna beg you to get a new trick. Brother has pulled out the exact same stop for the 30th time. I'm gonna pass over and just let Stroll skull crack him. That'll do it. That'll do it.
Impossible! This can't be happening! Lord Luis!
Not to badmouth him too much after he lost, because that's, you know, it's a little bit of a low blow. He's already on the ground here. You've got punched in the stomach 40 times. In response, you like clawed at me once, man. You actually, unironic, your only fighting stance was weird kid in the back of the class. You hissed at me and scratched. It was pathetic, honestly. What happened to all those bone shards you were shooting out before?
Good.
It was so sad for him. It was not a great performance by Lord Luis's.
You have desecrated the cathedral.
I'll let them
You
talk.
have plundered graves. You have taken innocent lives. Stand, fiend, and face your sentence.
Yeah,
Don't
he
kill
dead
him
as
yet.
hell.
He needs to tell us where Luis is.
You'll get nothing from me. Just end it and be done.
You know Luis won't return that loyalty. Once you outlive your usefulness, he'll cast you aside.
I think he's already casting him aside.
How could I expect the damned Clamar to understand what it's like? You must know. Surely an elder like you must know what it's like. To be an outcast. To be every fool's scapegoat.
You and I aren't so
Call
different.
us lesser tribes. They loathe us. Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing when every day they cheat and abuse us. Do you think I didn't believe once that I never dared to hope my efforts made me equal? Then I heard exactly what they think of us.
I don't want to say it, because yes, he's desecrating the dead and he's not a great guy. We can agree that he's not exactly perfect. He's a little bit based though for following Lord. Now his reasoning for following Lord Luis, I think Lord Luis himself is not based, but Zorba's like, I want to do this shit for the name of equality, which is what we're doing also. So what if we like extended a hand of camaraderie, a little bit of come right on me, if you will? What do we think about that?
Blesses are expendable. Send them to the fore, and they shall be our living shields. They doomed us and laughed as we died.
Like I said, that's actually like he's a smidge based, okay? I don't want to be the one to say it, but he is like at least 1/10 based.
But these atrocities make you no better than your oppressors.
Yeah, well, what's the alternative? Just sit around on your ass and wait for like everything to change on its own? Also, I mean, like the dead weren't really, like, I understand they're sacred or whatever, but they weren't using their bodies. They were just kind of sitting in a stone coffin. So I don't really, kind of 50. The part where he attacked his own allies. Okay, that part I give it up. That part was not cool of him. But he's just trying to make change in his own way. Is his own way a little bit atrocious? Say I'm, you know, heads you win, tails you lose kind of thing.
You know, it's a curious thing. They say Magla is born from pain and negative emotions. Magic is a dangerous art, isn't it?
Does this motherfucker know instant transmission?
I had thought to gather an unstoppable swell of Magla, but it doesn't matter anymore. Those lordly pigs can drown in their own dread. Scientism cannot save this world. If we are to be ruled by a god, then let it be Lord Luis.
Yeah, man.
What did you just do?
Very mentally stable of you.
This is everything I've been building my Magla for. A little early, perhaps, but now you can experience my glorious day of calamity!
Why don't we just like Vegeta Trunks him? Walk behind him and just give him a swift karate chop to the back of the neck. Like he's built like a twig. He's going down.
Hey, tell us where Luis is.
Do you think he's gonna do that now?
Ah, my lord, Luis.
Damn it!
Huh. I was not expecting the the jump off the bridge angle. Hey, fair enough. Ooh?
What's happening? This feels like...
Is a human gonna be here?
It's a human.
Yeah.
The human lives.
Brother, he resurrected the same giant human that dropped here. Terrified screams coming from below us.
Wait, is it that monstrosity Luis brought to the funeral? It wasn't dead?
As it turns out.
No. That was Zorba's gift, wasn't it? Animation. Reanimation.
Gigantic human is wreaking havoc in the Grand Trad. At this rate, Zorba's scheme to unleash Day of Calamity will come true. Hopefully it instantly dies.
No. If that monster breaches the city...
My guess
We have
is
to get
that
down there and help.
My guess is that it's going to be far weaker because he couldn't get enough magla. Therefore, it's kind of like an atrophy itself, and we just have to survive.
The place is collapsing. Hurry!
Hey guys, why are people still voting for Luis? Well, the political TikTokers, I'll let them take care of that. Thwart Zorba's plan. I need to put a stop to Zorba the Necromancer's plan and prevent the rampage of the human he unleashed. At this rate, all of Grand Trad will suffer a terrible disaster. Am I just able to go back to hanging out with the confidants after this? Finally made it to the bottom. That was a hell of a collapse. Zorba's spell practically took the whole place down. What a mess. Look, our egress? We gotta get her like a modern day dictionary. Why can't she just be like, our Riz is straight ahead? Then I'll be like, now I get you, Hulkenberg. Should lead to the cathedral's plaza. Sorry. Brilliant, let's stop that monster.
Damn it.
So, ooh, they fully healed for me. How kind of them. We'll record our journey here. We got nothing to change out as far as I can think. Like, I don't really see any kind of strategies changing, evolving, or any in between. Once we're outside, we're going straight for that monster in the plaza. Are you ready? Let's take it down. I like that I can say, hey, what am I doing if I say hang on? Pouring a spot of tea while we wait for the monster to kill the town? No, we're gonna get out there. We're in real cutscene town. Hold on. Perfect for me to take off my shirt too.
How can this be? Was this creature's rebirth Zorba's plan all along?
Almost
If it
definitely.
escapes, if it makes it to the city.
Oh, damn. Huh.
It spotted us.
Well, as it should. Weird ass hooves.
His Highness's home must still stand when he returns. I will end this here.
Shit, if she's got it.
Never again.
And me.
Dies or I do.
Guys, I do not have this level of drive. I'm not gonna lie. The other two teammates of mine always have such sick one-liners, reasons they want to stop everything. Then it just cuts back to me.
The size of that thing.
And hey guys, I'm an Elder.
It would be catastrophic if it breached the city. We must stop it.
I'd agree with that. I would agree with that.
How are we supposed to kill something this huge?
With magic.
Look there. That can be little else but the heart. Surely to strike there would give it pause.
Pretty sure that's a bagpipe. But I like the idea.
Too high up for our weapons to reach. Do we use magic?
A viable plan. Yet surely if we can knock the creature down first, its heart will be close enough to strike with steel.
Ah,
Then we
sure.
bludgeon the torso. Knock the wind out of it.
Start by attacking the body.
Are you prepared?
I mean, okay, no. Battle cry off rip. Let's be smart. Let's be smart.
I will fight with pride. Let's
What
go.
if I just like shot this? He resisted.
Stand ready.
That's not bad damage though, all things considered. Let's get Knight's protection going here and just kind of see his attack pattern, see if we have to keep drawing attention to Hulkenberg. Okay, that one probably hits everybody. Never mind. Love to see that. Does not hit everybody. It should be a little bit more damage on Hulkenberg. You know how it is.
I shall vanquish evil.
Enemy turns his attention towards the
You'll
group.
be dust.
Skullcracker.
You hit their weak point.
Let's stay
Keep it
calm.
up, Stroll.
Mage!
Well, if we hit a weak
We're not
point,
out of this yet.
then we can cast this for
Is
free.
everyone all right? To you.
Pass. Skullcrack.
This.
Brother, there was a frog having dinner inside him. Nah, this human's awesome.
We did it.
Now we can go for its heart. The Phantom Thieves would love this shit.
Burn!
I feel like fire's gonna be decent on a heart. Now I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Huh.
I don't know anything, clearly. 6 damage. Hulkenberg. 6 damage?
Are you prepared?
Come on, man. Skullcracker.
I'll show you the essence. I won't hold back.
Maybe Blizz.
Observe
Fucking
the
useless,
come.
isn't it? I don't really
Not now.
want to heal everybody. But I can't.
Oh, power of heroes.
I can't stand the idea of losing out on Stroll, so I'll waste a little bit of mana to keep Stroll's HP up. Should have used DEI on their regaining their balance. That's fine. Honestly, it seems more effective to just try and kill the frogs on the inside. Oh, of course.
What's that? I think something's coming. Watch out!
These are the assailants, of course. Well, I feel like holy magic would still be pretty good against them. It's possible it's not. Whatever it is, we can have Hulkenberg tank this turn.
Show you the essence of truth.
Yeah, which we'll be doing because we didn't deal enough for me to feel very safe about it. So this will be me saying, hey, come and get Hulkenberg. She's just waiting for you. Ambush assault. Hits everybody. Hits everyone. If they do it again, I'm going to be pissed.
What? The shell's back to normal. That arm seems to restore the shell.
Oh, does it? Gallica, you graduate from Harvard?
Might take some effort. But
We should try killing the arm.
Someone heal him.
After me.
I don't even have the HP to do my damn attacks. All right. Extend the buffs.
I will fight this power.
See how you feel about getting shocked to death? No.
Enough, I'm counting on you.
Pass over here.
I will not let you
Restore everyone's HP.
My thanks. With these, go for
Pass here.
Me.
Restore Stroll's HP. And we're happy. Everyone's full for right now. Use whatever you would like on whoever you would like. It doesn't hurt that bad. Don't use it on Stroll again, though, because that would just be fucked up. All right, using it on me. Look, it's also fucked up, but I'll allow it. What do we do here? Pass to Stroll. Stroll. Heal. It's not that much damage, though.
Maybe not.
No synthesis available for use.
The next one's yours.
So I'm down to pass and synthesis here.
We stand together.
Pierce and inflict a one-time weakness to pierce.
All right.
So if they have a one-time weakness to pierce,
I'll run you through.
we do this.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness.
Now you deal your damage, whatever. Ooh, shit, don't double hit Stroll. If you double hit Stroll, I'm actually pissed. I'm actually pissed. What the fuck is that? Come on, man. That's such ass luck. And don't say, oh, they target the same one till they kill it, because they clearly don't. Whatever, we'll use a Balm of Life here. Currently weak to pierce attacks. Since it's a one-time weakness, though, I'd rather not waste it. I'm going to just pass here and skull crack the left hand.
Right on target. Nice.
Okay, that one was a crit. Thanks for that. Swiping arc.
Only a third.
Whew. The AoE attacks are rough. A second swiping arc. Mr. President. A second arc has impacted the team. What do we have here? Here's what I say.
Observe the
This is a pass,
Someone heal him.
jump thrust into the hand where it's weak.
Behold my power.
And then what's our plan after this? I don't know. Because this will give me
Right in their weak spot.
Not out of
the ability to do this. Pass,
We're not out of
heal
this yet.
Stroll,
helpful as ever.
and then heal all.
I knew you'd help.
That should be good. A lot of healing going on, not a lot of damage dealing going on. It's rough because apparently Stroll is the only motherfucker they learned how to hit. I'd like to... What the hell was that? Alright. Maybe we'll never know. Maybe I already know.
Let's take
That was good. I want to just pass here.
Are you all right?
HP recover everybody. Pretty much all I'm using Hulkenberg for. Maybe I should have put her on healer.
These fists.
Didn't know at the time it was going to go like this, though.
Within.
I think this is good because we've almost got both hands down. Oblivion Dust. Oblivion Dust. It has a chance to make them forgetful.
He can't use his skills.
I'm counting on you.
I stand
Pass.
ready.
Item. Shit. I thought I'd have one. Whoops.
must
Okay.
reconsider.
Then in that case, I will just use Knight's Proclamation on Hulkenberg. So on the bright side, I don't have to worry about Stroll getting hit. He can't use skills, but he can still just punch, which is their weak point.
like we can't brute force through this one.
We'll try Blizz here, see if it's a weakness.
Is everyone all right?
It's not a weakness. We'll just guard with her since she's already got Knight's Proclamation up.
Badly wounded.
Well, thanks. Well, really happy I set up my whole Knight's Proclamation. Oh, now the focus returns to the group.
I'll show you the
Oh, does it? Fucking could have fooled me.
I owe you.
Observe the enemy. I'll stay my blade.
You can't run.
This will just be more damage. All right. All hands are down. All hands are on deck. If Oblivion Dust hits me,
What was I doing?
like my skills mattered in the first place. Awesome. When do you recover from? Oh,
The captain's lost his memory. He can't
thank
use
you.
his skills.
I didn't think you were cool like that. All right.
That's your
So that was
line,
essentially a pass because he was weak to it. Then I can just use this.
That helped.
Do I bother setting up Hulkenberg at all? I don't know.
You'll be
Skull
done.
crack, big damage,
Keep it up, Stroll.
punch,
I step knight.
Knight's Proclamation.
Waiting.
This shouldn't use both, it should only use one. It only uses one. Skull crack should crack him open. It does crack him open. We're doing great. We've got to be ready for the ambush attack that comes after these, but we're starting to get the idea of what we should be doing here. Lost their balance. You sure did, buddy.
The captain's
Turns his
lost
attention to the
memory.
group.
He can't use any skills.
The next one
This is a
yours.
pass
Everyone
angle
all right? Knight. This won't do.
into a synthesis to lower
Counting on you.
defense.
And thus I end it.
And I'll still have one of the little crystals to use up top, which I will use with Stroll to deal
You'll be dust.
big fucking damage. Just hoping a smidge larger, perhaps. It's also what my girlfriend said to me, so fair enough. Now what do we do here? He's about to get his ambush attack up and ready again. We got a turn of attacks. This is going to take years. If the hands come back, I hate this fight. If the hands don't come back,
Those
great
soldiers are
fight.
coming again. I know. I could cause a scene inside and distract the soldiers.
To drop their endurance.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Sure, Gallica. It's something. Oh.
I did it. Stroll can't take any more.
Me!
Someone heal him.
Is there another way? By this power. We're not out of this
Heal
yet.
Stroll.
My thanks.
I stand.
Pass
by the
here.
virtue.
Stroll giant punch to enemies.
You see that?
Let's stay calm.
Bada bing, bada boom. Now what do we do?
Soul. No.
What happens if I just punch? Wait. Why do we even bother knocking him over? Because the ambush was defeated. Incomplete regeneration. Okay. He's so tanky. It does appear that way. I think a lot of his tankiness is fake.
Hit their weak point.
It's
Keep it
okay.
up, Stroll.
I think he seems
Come on.
stronger than he
For
is.
the heart.
Now aim for the heart. Now shot to the heart and you're to
Sworn
blame.
oath of knighthood. Comrades,
So
lend me your
still
strength.
has his defense down right now. But let's run through it one more time. And then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something a little crazy, a little wacky, and a little wild, all right? What am I gonna do?
I shall vanquish
I'm gonna use
evil.
his turn to set up his buffs. I know, you've lost your mind. Trust me on this.
We're looking
Pass
good.
turn here. He has double defense drop. That's amazing. We use this just to do a little meaty up so that we got all of our HP at the ready. And then we're gonna crack the skull of this giant heart. That's battle cry. Let's try that shit one more time. Crack the skull of this giant heart. Amazing damage.
By this
Don't
power.
love that I have to attack with myself at all.
Fire.
Resists fire. You resist everything I do. You resist the fact that I'm breathing. They're regaining their balance. Wish they weren't. All right, so Stroll's probably looking a little hurt here. If Gallica can't distract again, which I bet she can't, it's been... Oh. Okay, there's all of the enemies. I'm imagining Gallica can't.
I still can't move.
Yeah, still can't move.
I shall defend.
So this is a...
Staying on the defensive.
Do this for the turn because this attack hits everybody. And I don't think I'm killing in time. Ambush assault? Not really. Incomplete regeneration? Brother, they're really just trying to give me the win, huh? I guess it's because I broke both arms. It's probably,
Come!
now that I've said it out loud, it's 100% the reason.
That helped.
Now, what do I do from here?
I shall fight as the noble I am. No holding back!
Stroll probably
I'll
just
crush
hits
you.
this and cracks
Right
it
on
open.
target.
Now! Aim for the horns!
For
show
what?
you the
If I
next
pass,
one's
does it
yours.
eat my...
Observe the
Why does
enemy.
passing
To
there
you.
eat my half
I
crystal?
shall vanquish
Whatever.
evil.
Skull crack here.
Right on target.
A crit,
Nice
sure,
one,
but it doesn't
Stroll.
do anything. Has lost their balance, I'm noticing.
Sorry about that. I'm back
Looking
in the
good
fight.
here.
I'm back in the fight. Good, good. So this is essentially just they're in a death loop. They don't even realize it
I
yet.
shall fight.
Love that game. Love that game. You ever play it? Nope. Just like most people haven't. Okay, there's our victory. Yet again, Stroll has carried and everybody else was present. I mean, it was just a bad time to be a mage when everything he did resisted magic. We'll take what we can get, though. We get the Evades eggshell.
Okay.
I've been looking for one of those.
I feel so.
All right. Magic up. Another point. Garçon, garçon. More luck, please.
Ha! I have never known such heights.
That's so sad that Hulkenberg has never known such heights. She's known us for a day and been a royal knight for a million. So that's pretty sad for her. Clearly not pulling herself up by her bootstraps.
It's over.
Say that again, man. What a HP slog that guy
You have my
was.
sincerest thanks. You risked your life to protect the capital.
And so why are people voting for the guy? Like, actually, unironically, why is Luis still popular after he unleashed a human onto the town and everybody saw him do it and then that human came back to life? Who sees that and then goes, yeah, I'm thinking he's got my vote. Like, you can't just stage an insurrection and then become the king. That wouldn't make any sense. That would never happen in real life. That would never happen in real life, correct?
We barely protected anything. The royal capital's in chaos, and Grius was one of us. And now he's gone.
I'd say he still is one of us.
Stroll?
And like just 6 feet underneath the rest.
On the morning of the funeral, I promised Maria that we'd all be back that evening. Break bread together again.
Ooh, that's rough. At least 3/4 of us can. That's not the worst ratio of all
I
time.
fought with everything I had, but it doesn't erase the past. It's a hard lesson, but one so obvious. I only wish I'd learned it sooner. What can I begin to tell Maria?
There's no easy answer.
There's no easy answer.
I hate how powerless I am. I should never have made a promise I couldn't keep.
I'm gonna be honest and call it victim blaming if we must. I personally believe that the death of Grius was at least 5 to 10% on Grius. Can we agree on that? Because he charged for no reason forward, got caught by the king. The king was like, brother, you can't just assassinate somebody in broad daylight, and then got his throat slit. Like, I'm thinking he's kind of insane for trying to kill Luis in front of a giant floating king who's saying that Luis is one of the options to become the next king. I really do. I don't know if he had it all together there.
Listen, Stroll.
Yeah, he's
Has
listening.
made his choice to live and die for his country.
Expressly the second
If
part.
not for him, His Highness would not be alive now, and I'd not have met you or learned the truth myself.
Well, yeah, that's an argument to be made, Hulkenberg. At the same time, maybe we could have included you on the plan and we didn't have to try and make a spectacle of Luis assassinating a man in front of everybody else.
He
But
and everyone else that fell here did not die in vain.
And you have not fought in vain either.
But like, how can you say that when Luis is still just gonna become king?
There! It's them!
Kill them! They unleashed the human! What's good?
Thank you so much. I thought I'd never see my family again.
Yeah, I don't really remember
I'll
you.
never take my life for granted again. It's all thanks to you.
What, before you were just like doing cocaine in a back alley and betting on horses?
No, we didn't do much.
May the teachings guide and protect you. Closure.
You sure you don't want to call me like a lesser species for being an elder? You seem like the type who would have said it
So
before.
you're the ones who put a stop to that madman's scheme and killed the human besides. Now the soldiers might rest in peace.
I think you are greatly underreacting to the three of us felling something the size of a 3-story building. Ah, so you're the one who killed the human besides. No, man. Get it. Hands and knees, worshiping. What are you talking? What are we? I guess you aren't that bad. Not that, brother. What are we talking about here?
There are others who can take those monsters down. It means we don't have to rely on Luis. It gives us hope. Thank you.
It's just like the biggest underplay of all time, Older Guard.
To think there were people watching us without our knowing.
Am I losing my mind? Of course there were. What did we think? Was the human actually only like 3 inches tall, but we revamped the story a little bit? Of course there were.
Feels like it's been hard to come by lately.
Yeah, seeing Grius get stabbed in front of you does that.
And hard won. But once you have it, it pushes you onward. So long as you let it.
Well, I'd say we're letting it, at least somewhat.
Yes. You're right.
All right, I guess he didn't die in vain. You know what? I'll take that. I stopped Zorba the Necromancer's plot and was able to protect the peace of Grandtrad. Nevertheless, I was unable to extract Luis's whereabouts from him. Yep, on account of him jumping off of the building. That generally stops a conversation.
It's a shame we couldn't get anything out of Zorba.
Yeah. But on the bright side, the entire capital is still alive, so we'll take the good with the bad, the smile with the sad.
We still need to kill Luis, or the prince's curse will never be lifted. If not even Grius could do it, what chance do we have?
Brother, we're so much stronger than Grius. No offense. I understand he had trained his entire life for this. He didn't have the power to call forth internal being. Grius versus that human, if we just put Grius up against him without him having the awakened power that we gave him, he is getting squashed. It is like it would be the equivalent of you fighting a housefly and losing, right? Like, it's not gonna happen. A horsefly, maybe, but I'm talking like a normal fruit fly, okay? You versus that, and somehow the fruit fly beats your ass. That would be Grius beating that human.
Do you recall, just before Luis would have been struck, he was shielded by some manner of magic?
Are you saying it would happen again? That Luis would be impervious to our attack?
Why didn't the king do that when he got stabbed in his sleep?
That's ridiculous.
Well, we'll get nowhere with idle guesses. To test the theory, we have to find him.
And like, if the theory is true that we can't kill him, what's the plan? Just like die?
I'll see if my contacts in the guard have any threads to pursue.
Whoa, that'd be great. The knights are bound to have more reach than us.
Are you trying to?
And we don't have much to go on otherwise.
Gallica, I have been networking this entire time. I've got some pretty sick connections. I know Grius' daughter. She's not doing too well on account of her dad being 6 feet shorter. It's pretty much all I got.
Under the circumstances, I expect their forces to be in considerable disarray for a while yet. Don't expect too much.
I've my own matters to attend to. If I floundered this much against Zorba, I'll not stand a chance against Luis. We have to get stronger.
Did he flounder? Stroll, you were the only reason I won.
Well, until we've got a lead on Luis, let's make sure we use our time wisely, okay?
My mage class was useless. Let's rest up for now.
Let's rest up for now.
Calamity averted. I got that achievement because they really respect the way that I've got empathy in my heart. What can I say? TikTok taught me what it means to be an empath.
Certainly. Rest is just as important as training, after all.
So true. I'm so good at one of those two things. I'm awesome at resting. The training part, nah, they're equal importance, so I would say I'm pretty good at both.
In any case, let's head back to the inn. And I want to check on Maria too.
Yeah, I mean, we can check on her. We already know how she's doing. Not well. I'm pretty sure no one's doing well after that.
Your attention, please, ladies and gents.
Most evil-looking man of all time. Eccentric crier. No, man, he's going to hang someone. I feel it.
We've all seen the royal palace up in the sky, plus a massive magical rock. Apparently, all very shocking. I'm positively staggered. Moving on.
All right. Time for the real news.
Me is all this talk of the next king. Word is they'll be chosen based on the people's will. Everyone gets a say.
Me when democracy. No way.
But right now, I suppose we ought to talk about all those other faces up on the rock, hadn't we?
Okay.
Oh, I was wondering about those.
Were you onlooker one?
Now, the Sanctus Church has looked into it, and it seems like size matters. More public support, bigger face on the rock, etc.
Okay.
Looks like we've got Sanctifex Forden in the lead, and Count Luis hot on his trail.
Well, naturally, Sanctifex Forden is at the top. The real surprise is how anyone else is that close behind him.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't make sense. Oh, he gives me the ick? I think he should. I think he 100% should. Now, when he said size matters, it was a pretty good little joke. I'll give him that. That's like at least a miniature dap up. Not getting drinks with him or anything, but he gets a little credit there. Not knocking back ales as we talk about how much we hate the peasants, but...
Oh, come off it. Count Luis. He's a man's man, a real pillar of strength.
I don't agree with you, onlooker. You feel like the kind of guy who has never walked outside in your life.
Oh, wake up, would you? Haven't you seen what's happened to the Grand Cathedral?
Okay, well, I suppose that no matter what it is, whether it's a game or real life, there will be some people who say, I can't support the man who's obviously a criminal. And other people who go, he's kind of an alpha though, so I should probably vote him in.
Hold your horses now, everyone. Just calm down. Won't do to just focus on the front runners, will it? There are many more pieces in play here.
This man's voting for the third party, son of a bitch. He's a libertarian.
Take a look. Anyone who gets the people's support might be crowned. Anyone. Well, you could do it. Well, I could do it if I liked.
Nah, I
Looks
disagree.
like we've quite a few new aspirants up there. All bright-eyed and ambitious monarchs to be. Had I a seat, I'd be on the edge of it.
I wonder if we have any votes right now.
Aren't you a town crier for the church? They're not going to like you going on about all these other faces.
That's fair.
Oh, please. The Sanctifex's lead isn't so fragile that I could jeopardize it. Besides, a good race would be some terrific entertainment, eh?
I gotta romance this guy. I gotta make him fall in love with me, and then I can spread my own propaganda.
Keep your eyes up and your ears open, ladies and gents. Albus Batlin, the crier, is going to have all the latest on these promising candidates.
Oh, baby. He didn't mention any of the other faces, by the way. The other faces are the most interesting ones. Moving on.
Welcome back. I've heard the news. You took down those dastards under Luis's command, did you?
Can I have you as a confidant? I want to spend all of my time talking to her just because, like, no one else interests me right now.
News travels fast, I see.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting we actually have a voice.
Well, just the nature of the inn, isn't it? Information is our lifeblood.
I thought food was.
I hope this helps him rest in peace.
Well, that's a way to bring down the mood.
I will see his dreams fulfilled. I promise you that.
How's Maria holding up?
Come. The, like, 8-year-old? And her dad is dead? How do you think, man? Well, you think she's finger painting up there? Come on.
Still cooped up in her room. She's not eating a thing.
Wow. Who would have thought the 8-year-old would take the death of their only parent really hard? Well, more news at 6.
The city sure isn't astir. I thought it might be news of defeating the human. But there's more to it than that.
Yeah. Because Luis obviously wouldn't want anybody talking about the fact that the human he unleashed upon them had, you know, caused something of that nature. By the way, I'm going to change something real quick with my layout here. I'm going to make myself a smidge larger. Not too much, but a smidge larger. I'm still not covering up any text there because it's defeating the human. But I just feel, look, they're larger than me and I'm feeling emasculated. I'd like to be equal size at the bare minimum. Thank you.
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king. Candidates are coming out of the woodwork.
Speaking of which, I've actually heard another rumor. They say Sanctifex Fortin's planning some sort of grand announcement.
Yeah, probably a vote for me, please, please, please. No, Luis is evil. Which, he's right, Luis is evil, but I don't really know anything about Sanctifex Fortin other than he's not evil.
What
Or as openly
Church
evil.
is that it's bound to bring Luis out of hiding.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? He needs the people's will to win. This motherfucker showed up, desecrated the king's corpse, and is now hiding. And people are still going, yeah, but you gotta consider that he did unleash a human terror upon the town. I like the big rat. I feel like he's not too big. I feel like he's just like way more noticeable now, and that's good.
Really? That'd be great if it's true.
I don't think that shit's gonna work at all.
The announcement is supposedly on the 22nd. They'd not be talking about such an exact date if there weren't some truth to it.
Sure.
We'd best wait before we plan our next move then. Might not have much of a choice, in truth.
I personally think it'd be really funny to start spreading rumors with very exact dates. Like, did you hear? November 25th, 2024. They're gonna purposefully inject more lead into the water supply. Like, they want that shit done. Have you heard? That's real. Spread that. Senate Council Chamber. Just in case you couldn't read. I understand. It was almost cursive, so it was not at all. Sorry, I was now ready for bald as the first person I saw.
We have waited long enough to rule this land.
Scheming king. What sort of man has a contingency plan for his own death?
Right, I don't like these guys.
That face in the sky.
Ooh.
Is that really the king?
I like him a lot.
We didn't listen to some blasted rock. Name the new king under our authority and be done with it.
This man looks like a stick of chapstick is his worst nemesis. Like, straight up, the idea of his lips being more... You give him one stick of chapstick, it kills him. It's super effective.
The populace would reject it outright. As it is so clearly born from the king's magic, they trust this decree as the king's own.
Brother, the Sharingan goes crazy.
That aside, when that assassin tried to claim Luis's head, I saw some strange magic foil his killing blow. Is that also the king's doing?
I'd say so.
Is that not why we sent for that professed curse-breaker scholar or some such? Send her in and let us hear her findings.
Okay, okay. Oh. This the curse bearer? Rare breaker?
'Tis an honor, esteemed nobles. I am Rella Melanchorophus Cygnus, daughter of House Cygnus.
Yes, all right, spare us the pleasantries. We want the facts, girl.
Oh, well, concerning the magic that seemed to save Count Luis's life, we've seen similar incidents in different places. It would seem this magic's purpose is to ensure that the coronation cannot be decided by force, only by the trust of the people.
They're gonna make me play a politics game. I thought this was gonna be a killing game. She's got a really fun design. I do like it a lot. I think she's very fun looking. Of the people on this chamber, I think that the guy in the armor is the only one I really like. All of the other ones look like a gust of wind would kill them.
If those who have earned a measure of the people's trust are being shielded, it must be by the king's magic. At least, that is my belief.
Oh, speculation. Kill her.
What? You're telling me that blasted Luis is invincible now? Damnation!
Well, only until he becomes king. And then you can just kill him as part of a regicide. And you might say, no one would do regicide. First of all, Regirock's my favorite of the Regi. But Luis did it, so why wouldn't they just do it? Clearly they've got insane igniters. This guy does it. His entire collar is an igniter.
How distressing. Yet one wonders, is our risen king observing each individual conflict between his aspirants?
Probably.
I cannot say how it's triggered. Only the king would know the exact conditions, and we obviously cannot simply ask.
Yes, you can. The king talks up there.
I can say there is one certain means of bypassing it.
Okay.
A duel could overcome this sorcery.
With these old farts? Brother, come on. Even if all of them teamed up, I think Luis with one arm tied behind his back and the other one chopped off wins.
So they can be killed, but not murdered. Certainly a petty distinction I could only expect from such a blind romanticist.
And, that is everything I know. At the moment, that is.
Ooh, they're gonna kill her. That's not enough information. Sorry. They paid your fee. You're dead now.
At this point, Luis's public support rivals our own. Disappointing, really, that so many would desire his vision of shepherd and livestock.
Beasts, the lot of them. A dog is happiest on its leash.
Is that true, intelligent man?
They seek a king with strength, do they? Then let us give them a display of our own power, with grace, nobility, and civility.
Don't drop another human on them, man. Because then I just have to kill another human. Because you won't clean up your own mess at all. We know that. I know that. Let's not pretend.
Assassins dying in the streets. The people locked in an inescapable power struggle. What was His Majesty thinking?
The previous king just left a little note that just says, felt like doing a little trolling smiley face. Enjoy. Look, we can't blame someone for having a good YouTube prank idea, all right? The video would go crazy.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
It sure does. It is now daybreak. My favorite, I think that was a Monster Hunter DLC. No, it was Sunbreak. We got a few days left before Florida makes his proclamation, but remember, one way or another, this ends with us facing against Luis. We can't waste any time. Indeed, perhaps we should clear monsters running rampant in the desert. It would seem bounties are available at the recruitment center again as well. The recruitment center won't be a problem if someone spots new recruits who are supposed to be, you know, dead. After a debacle of that scale, I doubt anyone will ever notice or will be particularly concerned or idle enough to even notice. Should anyone pressure on the topic, merely mention my name. Why don't you get the bounties then? If you're the one, like, I'm dead, allegedly. Waiting for Forden to make a move. While waiting for Forden to make his move, you can go meet various people, spend time with your allies, or prepare for the battle against Luis. Accepting requests from townspeople may open up more locations in the city. Always be ready to lend a helping hand. You can exit the city via the Tradia Gate on Sunlimeo Street. Sure can. That's what I've been saying. I hear a voice. Having obtained the Follower's Echoes ability from Gallica, you now periodically hear your followers' voices. Spending time with your followers will in turn increase the support they give you. If you happen to sense their voices, you should seek them out. Access the follower menu with the door. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go see her. Maybe. Hey. Who's the knowledgeable? Are you going to the Grand Cathedral? Calm yourself. There's no need to be worried. I won't say a thing. Contrary, like, I've got intel on the monsters, and you can always use more information. When I'm an informant, I sell information. Buying intel gives you various, it has various effects. Unlocking information about enemies in battle using Analyze. Just so insanely useless, then. You don't need that intel anymore. That's kind of what I thought.
You're right.
But maybe if I remember that he exists before we go into our next dungeon, it could be useful. And then we've also got something here. Greetings, Elder Boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We too are rarely seen in the Grand Trad. The Mustari tribe. No, of course, no. It's understandable. We really make ourselves known to the public after all. So then, any interest in our history and why we live?
Fair enough.
Well, maybe not today. Kind of feels rude to say that right after he's like, nobody cares about my people. That I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Anyways, check out this kickflip. You ever seen a man grind like this?
Hey,
Okay.
listen.
I remember him. We can go get all of our weapons purified here.
Hello there.
Appraise. Yeah, we've got so many. Appraise. Now we have a silver claymore, which is a warrior archetype / weapon. We have a rusted long arm, which gives us an iron greatsword, which is a warrior archetype / weapon. We have rusted armor, which is turned into an apprentice suncoat, which is simply worse than what we have right now. Mundane threads, which have turned into a sanctor's mandal, which yet again strictly worse than what we have right now. Superior mundane threads. Now this one has given us a pure white robe, which is still worse than what we have right now. That is excellent. 2 rusted bracers coming right up, and now we have silver gauntlets, which are good. Silver gauntlets there, and iron gauntlets nowhere. You can also sell all of these for an extra 17,000. You want my honest take on it? We don't need to right now. I think that maybe in the future it's worthwhile for it, but right now we're doing fine. We have the golden EP. That's for if you're like feeling a little tired. No, obviously it's like I believe it's used in fencing is what the EP is used for. The EP, the EPI, whatever it is, that's used in fencing. It's the one that's not a foil. I believe it is the Olympic regulation one. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm sure it's used for other stuff, but I'm not the most knowledgeable fencer of all time. I had to take a class on it in middle school. And as it turns out, when you give middle schoolers something that looks like a sword, we all just kind of like swing it at each other, and we don't give a shit about the rules. So my knowledge of the sport is very low, other than swing at them. Tis you. I know there's little left to do, but wait, yet that has me more restless than anything. I wonder if there's something similar where it's if we put on the knight archetype, we'll get more experience for hanging out with her. Not 100% sure. Okay. Sorry, I had to check my phone for something. Tis you. I know there's little left to do. Wait, yeah, that has been more restless. Do you have a moment to talk? Sure. Lately, I felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if you were me? If I was her, my options. Hold on, let me do a cool like 360. Woo! There's my options. I think I would probably say the exercise one for her. Now let me get off that damn ceiling and go back down here to where I belong. Right there. Okay. I think I'm going with I'd get some exercise. I see. Sound enough, and thus occupied with your exertions, your mind is clear to the distraction. Then how about it? Would you train in swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. It seems a fine opportunity to start you on some formal training. Check bond with Hulkenberg. Sublime spoonful. What the hell does that mean? Only a spoonful, comically large spoon appearing? What the hell are we talking about? Sublime spoonful. Sublime also made, what's the one song I'm thinking of by Sublime? I don't know. I'll think of it. I like that.
All right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords. To the weapon shop with us. Time to buy a rusted through longsword.
All right.
Fine balanced weapon, no. 'Tis for training only, but you never know it from the grip and swing. 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I had just become a royal guardswoman myself. 'Twas not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. kind of the worst kingdom of all time then. Oh, what's that? You're a child who's joined our army? Take a sword and defend the most important person you can. Each night, I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better. What was he like? Hey, Hulkenberg, can you tell me another story? What do we think? Did she... I don't really have much of a read on her, because she joined us. Said, I knew Grius when he went by Alces. Alces got his throat slit. That's pretty much all we know about her, aside from she's pretty honor-bound. So I don't think sounds tough is what she wants to hear. That feels like the lamest one out of all of these options. Wow, you did all that? That must have been really hard. Like, come on, that's a goober-ass option. I feel like sounds like a worthy opponent is where she's at. Sounds like he was a worthy opponent. Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved my leaps and bounds. You see those two triangles that flew towards me? Ooh, maybe. What can I say? We swore we'd become royal knights, worthy of the title, and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
Surely you jest.
God above. Hulkenberg, is it truly you? This is gonna be the duty. So it is you. You've returned. Rodanth. What a coincidence. I was just speaking of comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. He is Beetlejuice then. Hate to break it to you. We were talking of him and he has appeared. Sorry. Who's this pup? Pup? No, it's Rat. I'm a rat. The other option, hold on. I can't squat down low enough. I can't get low till the sweat drips down my ball skis. A friend of hers.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Slices, a friend of hers. You associate with this boy? Disgraceful. I could kill you with my god powers. I could slice you down where you stand. And you would be none the wiser. You wouldn't even be able to process what had hit you as you were on your way to your grave. Let's kind of keep a little bit of respect towards people who are clearly stronger than you, huh? What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback you indulge the company of this elder brat. You, once a proud member of the knighthood? Why does that strike you so? Because he's wildly racist. Like, insanely and hysterically so.
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like. The dirt suits a fallen knight. What? Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself? Well, you wandered as a vagrant. It's kind of more of a regional dialect thing if you put the accent on the vagrant part or the vagrant part, and I'm not exactly sure what kind of voice I'm thinking in mind for the Rodanth character, because I don't think he's going to exist too much longer. Not if I can help it, but I earned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you? You've clearly given up pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the order. Ah, of course. When you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? Suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare! Choose your words with care. No need. I have nothing to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg. We should kill him. We should kill him. Are you okay? Don't worry about it. What a scumbag. I don't know. It doesn't really strike me as... Because I feel like she kind of viewed herself as a failure up until we recruited her also. Now, that doesn't make him not a scumbag. I feel like I should just ask if she's okay.
Listen.
Are you okay, Hulkenberg? 'Tis kind to ask. Hey, what can I say? I pretty much only know how to ask people if they're okay after something happened. What else am I supposed to, like, bad-mouthing him I don't think was a good look. I do understand his anger. 'Twas by my choice that our promised paths diverged after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Slices, let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. It is the path I walk now. I can sense Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust. Yeah. Rank 2 has been acquired. Reduces the mag, cost of studying the Knight lineage. Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. That one's pretty sick. The other one I don't think will matter too much. Begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around.
Very well.
Perhaps the most psychotic man of all time. Also kind of gives me a life goal. I'm gonna start, when I get old, I'm gonna just walk up to people and hit them with the, you know you don't have much time left. And then turn around and just walk away. And if they want clarification, I'm gonna hobble off with my cane and act like I can't hear them. That's my right at that point. 100 jills or 1,000 swings. Till twill take an unsparring regimen indeed to purge this distraction. All right, Hulkenberg and I return to the others. Sure, apparently you get mag for hanging out with people. Awesome, they're paying me for it. Finally, a good game. Back to the hushed honeybee. I forgot to go talk to that one guy. We always get good nest tonight. Blah, blah, blah. That means having a hard time. She's on a lot, so at least we can do to return the favor. My tolerance should improve. Oh, that reminds me, there's someone who want to know how to cook. We can knock out 2 birds with one. I want to make a recipe, but you'll need to bring your own ingredients. Everything we have at the inn is reserved for our dining service. You can buy what you need from the market in the Grand Cathedral. Okay, and red grass. The red grass is sold by the vendor. Doesn't stack too much of it. Okay. So that's all we need now. Let's go look in front over here to see if maybe he has it today. I doubt it. But on the bright side, I do get a sword surf a little bit, which might be the best part of the entire game. Why can't you do this in dungeons? Because they're afraid. They're cowards, okay? What do we have over here? Interested? Sorry to break it to you. It's a matter of tribe. It's just I got limited stock and only sell to my regulars. Hate that guy. I mean, we'll check the other ones too, just in case I'm missing it somewhere. That is simply blue cheese. Thanks, man. Thanks for only selling me the moldy kind. A butcher wouldn't have it. The artist would not have it. The water merchant definitely not have it. All right, guess that's all I need to know then. This guy doesn't have it. We've checked him before. Should be good to go over here and check. There was a exclamation point on my map for some kind of person. Some kind of quest I could pick up, I believe. They were like over here? No.
All right then.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, that's right. It was you who I can't do the quest for until I'm more kind. So what I need to do is... No, but until I'm more wise. That's right.
Okay.
Because I remember it was whichever one was right next to her that I had to do. Let's get our wisdom up. Being in Grand Trad makes me tired. There's barely any greenery. It's just all buildings and igniters and whatnot. It's stifling. Crazy to say that in full view of 2 trees and bushes to the left, by the way. I'm just letting you know you should be happy it's not used needles and human feces. There's some people planted trees. I guess that counts for something. When we're done with this place, I should go somewhere quiet. I agree. Yeah, it's not exactly a place that... Whatever. Yes, it's too much. It's too much. We're overstimulated. We agree together. Now then. Me and Gallica are both like, wow, this shit crazy. That's level 2. I am now informed. I went from completely stupid to informed. That's pretty awesome. Gallica and I headed home while we discussed the people and stores we passed along the way. We sure did.
Marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We're gonna hear that a lot. Because we're going through so many days now that we're done the dungeon. A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it seems. There's certainly a lot of monsters out there. How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination. Seems a pack leader, that group of monsters. Might the recruitment center have more information on it? I don't want to do just a random recruitment option. I want to go make friends with people. I hear a voice. Am I really fine with this? Stroll comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Mayhaps we shall. What we're gonna do first is first thing in the morning, before this motherfucker was able to sell out of all of his goods, we're going over to the grass merchant and we're buying red grass. I will get it one of these days. If I end up failing that one quest to get this guy his recipe that he wanted so bad, I'm gonna be pissed because I have been talking to you every day. It's not a tribe thing. I just can't sell it unless you're one of my regulars. Hey, you have the worst business model of all time. You're gonna go out of business. How can you only sell to your regulars if you don't sell to anybody new? What are you gonna do when your regulars get gonorrhea and die, huh? The tuberculosis is a death sentence right now. What are you gonna do then, buddy? Also, let's check what we got going on here. Right. Something about it's not a bad idea, plus it looks like none of the soldiers from your recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicion, we can fake it by mentioning Hulkenberg. The slowest walking of all time. Captain's going, Grand Cathedral's a mess. Oh, you here for bounties? Okay. Bounty requests are added over time. It's good you haven't been found out. I was worrying too much. Bounty target. If we can kill Man-Eater Manjula in the Tradia Desert, we can get $10,000. I just don't think I care. Bulletin board, sure are a lot of wanted posters.
Yep.
Okay. Talked about Katharina, love to see that, right. Good for her. Love to see a queen thriving. Go back to the Hushed Honeybee, probably gonna be Stroll on the bottom floor just waiting for me. Nope, not in the bottom floor. Is Stroll up in his room then? Oh, well, this is my room. That's right. Oh, it's a bag. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that was over there because its color was so different. That's Maria.
What?
This is Hulkenberg's room. Wait, then Stroll does sleep with me.
What is
good? Wait, where the hell is... Okay. Followers. Stroll is ready. I don't know. I hear a voice. We should talk. How am I supposed to know that he was here?
All right, then.
Oh, I guess it would show it on the map. Okay. It shows a little on the map. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. Thought I might walk the street to see what comes of it. If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me? Sure, why not?
All right.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but do... Yeah, we'll get them. Grand Trad is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what that drone was flying up there. They have glossed over it. Its propellers are moving oh so slow. I don't think it can support itself. Anyway, Stroll should be pretty easy to read. He kind of wears his heart on his sleeves. He's just like a good guy who likes being nice. Sometimes he's a little hot-headed. A smidge hot. Okay, he can be really hot-headed. Bro ain't spamming Hasao Toby yet? If you'd like to introduce me to him, I'm sure we could be friends. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but young Master Leon, it couldn't be. I know that voice. Bro, everyone runs into their cool friends except for me. Rangif, is that truly you? You made it out safely? Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown. Friend of yours? I feel like that's way better than saying, how do you know each other? Well, obviously from the town.
Hold on.
Friend of yours?
Truth is,
he served House Halatius when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. This is Slices. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
However,
forgive me for saying, time has been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well, and how are the others? Yeah, it's just his ass, huh? After the human attack, the survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their back. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No, then let me help you. Let me find you housing. Hey, man. I think that this was probably... Oh, well, I actually don't know when his town fell. I guess it could have been like 4 years ago for all I know. Or a year ago. The way he talked about it, he said he was so powerless then. It makes it sound like he was 8 or 9 at the oldest. And that he's been drifting around for 10 years. They're probably all set up by then. I'm so sorry. Wow. Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young bastard. I've always said that you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason that I have to help somehow. Shall we take them with us? Yeah, that's probably the worst idea of all time. Hey, let's have them fight demons. 1 human killed all of them. We have killed 2 humans ourselves. I don't know which one he'd want between these two. These two feel so similar. Building a house or finding a way to help. I mean, building a house seems a little bit more out there, but let's do it. Guess we've got some houses to build. A bright idea if I had the funds. Do you have any idea how expensive land at the capital is? Who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now? In Ishkia Marquise Lord Hydron. Yep, those are 4 words you have strung together that mean nothing on their own.
I see.
A Marquis, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate some vacant homes for all the Helios refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please, our woes should not be yours to shoulder. I already bear the weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy lost in the panic. Okay, so it was a while ago. Cool. And I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. So let me do what I can to give you peace in your new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself, if that's how he sees you. Let's go talk to him. Let's go have a word with him. What? You're coming too? Hey, Stroll. Men who sleep together, kiss each other consensually goodnight just to make sure that like the other one doesn't feel lonely. We stick together through these, all right? Moving forward, we'll be in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add my personal woes to that. I'll make the time then. That's what friends do. We're friends though, aren't we? Very well. Oh, Stroll. Oh, you can hear. Ooh, he's in love. Don't worry. The feeling's mutual.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side on behalf of both me and my house. You have my gratitude. You feel Stroll's deep trust in me. And when we go to bed tonight, we're gonna feel something else deep within us. Stroll, great to have you. Reduce cost of studying the lineage, and when Stroll attacks a human-type monster, critical rate increases. That's actually pretty fun. I like that a lot. You have my thanks as well, Sir Slices. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hylian without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return now and meet with him another day. Oh, we're just gonna show up? You don't know me, but my name's Sai. Look, I don't think he's gonna listen to us at all, but it's nice. It's a nice little gesture. Right. We're gonna go talk to this guy at nighttime. You might say that I'm wasting my time. One of these days I'll crack him. Well, before we crack him, let's see if we can get that one quest.
Close your eyes.
Okay. We should be able to check over here.
Back again.
What does it come to ask about the job? The lady owns the igniters. I bet the pay would be decent. At least describe the job. If I put my overflowing wisdom on display. Pretty much how I feel after I've browsed Twitter for about 3 minutes. Time to show you what a true intellectual thinks like. Yeah, well, I suppose you really are more than you seem. Certainly can't imagine Grius would have worked with any normal child. Glad to hear it. Now, I'd like to see what you're made of. Okay.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brigitte. I run this shop and manage trade of magic igniters.
Sorry, I just had a heinous burp that I muted for. You might say, why are you telling me about it if you muted for it? It's my stream. I'm allowed to do as I please.
This is your first time in Grand Trad, you mentioned.
Yep. Still
Then,
true.
What do you think of magic igniters?
Useless because I can summon God. They're unnecessary.
They're not really necessary.
Yeah.
Well. You say that with such confidence. Interesting.
I can summon. You haven't even seen what I can do.
All right, next. Are you good at keeping secrets?
That's a secret. Now that's a smart answer right there. That's really letting her know I'm the man who's always thinking.
I'm afraid.
Are you trying to be funny? At least you're not short on nerve.
Don't say trying like that. It hurts my ego. Can you please say at least you're funny? Like, don't. I feel a little insulted, honestly.
Then, I have one last question.
Yeah?
Do you believe in God?
Oh. Well, that's a bit of a loaded one, buddy. That's a smidge of a loaded question, if you ask me. I shouldn't say.
I shouldn't say it here.
A religion you can't talk about. At the very least, it sounds like you're not a follower of Sanctism.
No, I think most likely I don't believe in God, but if an elder said that, they'd probably behead me on the streets.
Good enough. Keep your secrets if you like.
Wasn't that the entire thing that you were asking for?
Yes. I think there's potential in you.
All right. What
The
must I
fact is,
exterminate?
our trade route for Ignitus has been, shall we say, compromised. A local monster's apparently made the place its feeding grounds. Evidence suggests its actual nest is near the place I personally checked out. I want you to go there, find it, and exterminate it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on just a moment. You're asking us to handle something so important? Is that even okay?
Actually, Gallica, not to one-up you, not to actually, she's not asking us. I'm pretty sure she said I should do it. I don't think she was counting on you to exterminate anything at all. It's a little bit crazy, unless of course Gallica has learned French between episodes, that she's always kind of had in this like wee tone about her. Like, don't think so. Must be the royal we.
I'm asking you precisely because it's so important. There are reasons I'd rather not bring this to the guard.
Okay.
I usually prefer discretion with these sorts of things anyway. Especially with groups like them. But if Grius trusts you, then I certainly can.
How are you connected with Grius?
I'm just getting a little more cozy.
I hardly think that bears discussion right now.
I hardly think that bears discussion. The bear in the corner. No. I was getting so excited to tell you.
What do you think? It does seem like she could use the help, but...
You will be compensated, of course, and generously. There's also the option of discounts on my stock, if that appeals.
It like hardly appeals.
Additionally, rumor has it there's even treasure to be found at the monster nest.
Okay, well, never mind. Now you've got me. It's a strange request, but someone connected to Grius wouldn't try to trick us properly. It doesn't seem like a bad deal between the compensation and the
I
treasure.
hope you've no objections to the job.
No, right.
Understood.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Especially because I think she got a really cool design. So I would very much enjoy for her to be a confidant that we could hang out with. Especially because it's looking like they won't let me hang out with Fabian because this game hates me.
You're bound for Belega Corridor. It's only a short distance away from here.
Excuse you. All right.
Sounds important.
I need to slay. Not Goptoros! The informant in Grand Chat, who's usually at the Hush Tawny Beyond Sunshade, should have more details. Hey, why didn't she have more details? What the fuck? It's here.
Think of the goodies.
Yeah. So, am I able to go there right now? Uh-huh.
Let's see here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I know. Trying to go there.
Here's where we are now.
Oh, I couldn't go there because if you don't have the way
I'll
there.
lend you my carriage. Not the kind of trip you'll want to make on foot.
Yeah, so how many
You can
days
leave
is
the
this
city
gonna
through
take?
the large gates.
Okay.
Don't die out there now.
Well, now that you've said it, I'm thinking I will. Just because, like, no one tells me what to do, all right? The monster of Baliga Corda, right? I bet an informant would know something about it.
Rain.
Yeah, I guess we'll get... Oh, also, are we able to check your shop? Don't forget what we agreed upon earlier. Been asked to extend... How is that? Yeah. It's not a place you want to go at this time of night. Okay, so we're not even able to go now. We are able to check out what she has on display and what she has for sale here. At this establishment, we only sell the very best magic igniters in the whole country. It's our policy to decline service to certain tribes, including Elda. Apologies, but I must ask you to leave. I'll come by again. Thank you for understanding. Please do have a good day. I like... These people don't realize who they're messing with.
Well, I'm not Rain.
Okay. Rain, go away, come again another day. I understand. Really peak dialogue, truly, for the random villagers we're running into there.
Just can't stand it.
Now that the cathedral is, it matters not. Dark Souls ass dialogue. Never mind. It matters not. Then the NPC will never talk to you again. Hey, swords are dangerous. What if you cut yourself? Look, that's not always such a downside for some people. Do we have any followers we're able to hang out with? Probably not, right? There's Stroll. There's Hulkenberg. Love to see it. Gallica also. Oh yeah, we do have Katharina and Maria. Maria's probably off the list for a while. I just don't really see her coming around anytime soon. You ask me, it kind of seems like she's a little bit down in the dumps on account of her father being 6 feet under. That just doesn't seem like it's gonna... What is this one? Today's Idols Day, so I'm happy to offer the customary discount, but my goods aren't especially legal. It's not. What if I was a cop? That's actually the worst opener of all time. Hey, just so you know, what I'm selling here is mad illegal. Let's work on this. Prevents... Okay, so we've got our... Got it. Hello there. How are you enjoying the game so far? Thus far, I would say that this game is pretty good. I like it a lot. I mean, I'm not super deep in. What I just did is I just beat Zorba the Necromancer, which is end of Dungeon 1, and then I beat the human that followed it. It's let me also dive into hanging out with your followers a little bit, which is akin to your confidant system. I would say I'm scared to put it this way, right? Because, dude, look at the rats down there. They're so smart, they know not to get the cheese. Hell yeah, that's my boy right there.
Amazing.
But
what is it?
It's rough to not compare to Persona because it's an Atlus RPG that uses very similar art style to what they use for Persona. I'm trying my hardest not to compare it to Persona because I think that's only at the detriment to both series, because then any change or difference this one makes, you point back to and go, not Persona though. So I would say overall though, I really enjoy the archetype system and the freedom it gives me to swap up how my characters play. I really like that one. So this one is if we have Warrior Brawler or Berserker, we get Meteoric Fist. Probably don't need that. Sorry, I was just checking these real quick because we might be going out soon. I do also like that each of them has a different hand that they actually modeled out for it. I think we're looking decent. We've got so much money and yet nothing to spend it on. Because what I'm truly rich in is family. Ingredients of Grand Trad. Learn about the ingredients you can acquire. Do you have a favorite archetype so far? Hey. So, I don't have too many unlocked. Oh shit. I received a scattered panda with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Cool. Hey. Okay. Did it say the butcher sells red grass? Because if so, I've been checking the wrong place. Hold on. Let's go to our information. Hey. There are a lot of ingredients, right? If you want to cook something, the butcher sells, and there are other shops that sell red grass. Hey, that's the worst hint of all time. The only thing that I need is red grass, and that's the only thing that nobody knows anything about. So anyways, in terms of archetypes, let me go to them real quick. I don't have too many unlocked. I've got mage, I've got seeker, I've got healer, warrior, knight, and here is my number one far and away, and nothing even comes close even remotely. The brawler is the coolest archetype by far. This guy's fucking awesome. He's so sick. He's essentially your physical in a lot of other Atlus games where they use their HP rather than their mana to fight. And he's fucking sick. He's so cool. I've been using Heat Up on him so that he gets an extra 10% attack for physical skills. In addition to Battle Cry, my Stroll is one-shotting people, and I love him for it. And I would not change anything about it. I'm really happy with it. Brawler looks like a JoJo stand. Oh, he is my favorite. Oh, dude, he's so cool. Yeah, I mean, the mage is probably number 2. I kind of love the old wise guy in his... Hold on. They're different. Wait, they're different. Look, look, look. Her brawler is red because her main color scheme is red. So her mage is red. Her seeker's red. Her warrior has red accents. I didn't even notice this. So then Strolls all kind of have the golden look coming through a little bit. Not as noticeable on the brawler, arguably, or healer. You can easily see it on seeker and mage. And then we are just like milk toast. Yeah, we're generic as hell. Everything we do is, I didn't even notice that each of them had a different color scheme for it. I thought they were all just exactly the same. Huh. Are color coded to the specific characters? It took me until I looked at this one to really get it. Actually, it was the mage on Stroll that really showed it off, because I was like, where's his big white hood though? Oh, don't like that one leaving my mouth. Definitely felt a little bit. Generally it tends to refer to something else. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, accidentally. Oh yeah, front, back. You should be front. Were you back that entire last fight? No wonder. Okay, never mind. Stroll getting hit 3 times was completely my fault. So I guess we'll never get red grass for as long as we live. That's awesome. He's still selling intel. Secret of the red grass shop. You motherfucker, I should have read. Oh, reading would have been crazy. In front of the market that sells red grass, you know, yeah. Matter of fact, red grass originates from the region where you'll also find Fabian's hometown. It's not far from the Grand Trad, but the herb is difficult to find here for that reason. The shop only sells to its trusted regulars. Any stranger who tries to buy it will likely get shooed away. But you're no stranger, are you? You already know Fabian, of course. You're also an acquaintance of Grius's. So if that's what you're after, try mentioning him. That mother, you exclusive ass. Oh, I don't like him at all. Okay, good news though. We will now be able to finally buy our red grass, and we can get that one guy the recipe that he wanted to see oh so bad. We can turn that in tomorrow. Should be before his deadline, I think. Actually, hold on, let me check. Requests. Yes, okay. Help the hushed honeybee. We have 5 days left to research the cooking, and then we increase our wisdom. Now, wisdom's arguably the stat we need the least because I've already leveled it up to level 2. Do you know Grius? Grius, don't tell me you're the one who's been hanging around the honeybee lately, one of his friends. Truly, I came from the same town as Fabian, so Grius and I met a long time ago. The man helped me countless times. I was quite sad to hear of his passing, though I think that deep down, I always knew things would end like this for him. Got a tarot card reading or something? Herb seller? So you're looking for some red grass? 150. I'll just take 4 red grasses. Seems like a useful cooking ingredient. Thanks. I will buy you out so that you can't sell to anybody else because you were being mean to me the one time and said I couldn't buy. But all of a sudden, I know somebody who knows somebody, and I'm in there. Wait, have you already done Brigitta's quest? I have not. So, okay, I have just accepted it. Right as you were joining in, I was finishing talking with Brigitta. So I know where I have to go. I was gonna buy intel from him so that tomorrow I can go out and do it. Because here is learn about the enemies in Belaga Corridor, the ruins of the West Grand Trad. And this is what I need. On this. Yeah. However, word has it a deep connection with the grotesque Guptoros, a gigantic 2-legged beast brandishing an axe. Oh man, I really drink water like it's my last. Anyone who uses a staff or mace will go berserk if it sees one. Watch out if it starts building up its strength. That said, I recommend swift pierce attacks with a spear of some sort. It's weak to them. You can't ought to simply guard. Defending won't help you escape, but you'll be able to survive the onslaught. Finally, there's a lot of Goborns out there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them, use swords and spears. Does he mean mage or healer? Guess we should be safe and switch it up. It's full of monsters. Okay. Well, this is actually great for us to know. We will now go back to being a seeker. Brigitte gave us a request. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I was talking. Okay, I was talking to Gallica there. That was why. I was like, what does she have to say to me? So, our options: knight, brawler, seeker, or warrior. I think what we do is start leveling up our warrior on main character.
This right here. All right.
It's the heroic embodiment. Shall we learn warrior? Yes.
I'm counting.
Of course.
It's the power I seek. Then by share resolve, you are now a warrior. Awesome. We can put, if we really want, we can put some of the other stuff on us. Hear the voices of past years, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety. Yeah. We've heard this 30,000 times. We get it. We're able to do this now. I am pleased my own research is coming along. Please take this as a token of my thanks. Moore gave me his fruit. I've been waiting for this moment.
I found new power.
Will we swap over to this one? 100%. Our defense actually goes down. Somehow we are less defended than when I looked like this. When I looked like a human personified jellyfish. What else we got to teach over here? We can throw on any of these. We already have Medi on Hulkenberg, so I think we'll just go with DEI on us so that we can do a little bit of targeted healing if need be. Now let me check my equipment over here. Strength +1. I already have one of those equipped though, so I see why they wouldn't want me to do that. Sure, that's fine. Captain's uniform. Can be purified at church. I don't think it can yet. I think that I needed to be smarter before they let me do that. We'll keep gamblers on because I'm a gambling man at heart, and then we've got the silver claymore, which should make us decently strong. Maybe I should swap out Strolls also, so that way Stroll isn't just becoming a one-trick pony. However, he's such a cool one. Okay.
That reminds me.
Someone who want to know what it's like, we could knock out 2 birds. Should we help out? I want to make red roasted. Yeah. Let's get you prepped in the kitchen, shall we? So this is how we'll spend our time tonight. Let's say here, a red grass rose, right? No problem. Taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh, right.
How about we make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at it? Let's stick to the recipe this time. I think we should stick to the original recipe. That's fair. I suppose it's Fabian's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. Yeah, and the first thing you did is go, ooh, I know what this one needs. This is undoubtedly my game of the year, like absolute perfection. Thus far, I'm very much enjoying it. I like the story and plot lines a lot. It is a lot of political drama, which I know is gonna turn some people away because sometimes overloading on politics can get a little bit boring for some people. But I very much enjoy it. However, I think it's kind of like a Game of Thrones style thing, right? Where we can objectively say Game of Thrones is good media, minus, okay, we can objectively say at minimum the first 3 seasons and the first couple books of Game of Thrones are good media and fiction, but not everybody's gonna like them because they're innately so political in nature, and they cover a lot of politics ins and outs like that, which can be an overload for some people. But overall, I love the combat, I love the designs, and I do like the story a lot. Like I said, it can get a bit more into the politics, but that's also probably because we're at the start of the game where there's going to be a lot more, like there's going to be politics throughout the entire thing because it's about becoming a king, innately political. But more what I'm saying is I feel like it won't overload as hard with as many names as we're hearing back to back. That's my only issue right now, is I feel a little overwhelmed with the amount of knowledge I'm taking in at the start of the game. However, that's how every game is, because they have to introduce you to the world. A delicious aroma wafts through the room.
You did it!
Wow, we really did a good job on this one. Are you secretly some kind of master chef? Gordon Ramsay popping out. That's my IP, you motherfucker. It feels like my tolerance has improved. I don't think I've ever cooked a dish and been like, yep. All of a sudden, I'm feeling a little bit more tolerant. It's not what I would have thought. I thought maybe wisdom would have been what that one was also. I guess everything. Oh, right. Someone wanted to hear about the honeybee. I should visit the young man on Sunlayo Street. Yes.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
It sure does. Idol's Day is over. Now we're on Flames Day. Everyone knows that one. Pyromaniacs love this one. Pyro from Team Fortress 2 loves this one.
All right.
Okay. We should be able to complete the one on, where's Sunlayo Street? I'm lost. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this one should be right here. we'll be able to finish this. Then, most likely this is when most people set out, right? Spend time with somebody, a question mark. So other people probably finished their quest already. Okay. We can talk here. You helped out at the Hush Honeybee. Please tell me what I like. So the honeybee's cooking. I recounted the full story of my time as a sous chef. I see. So it's all in the preparation. I'm hearing you right. It sounds as though Miss Fabian is rather particular about the ingredients you use. This red grass you mentioned, not anyone can get their hands on it. And she's no ordinary innkeeper. As I believe I mentioned, the place I work serves high-class clientele, and the head chef, not to mention the customers, put too much emphasis on tribe. Just being a Nydia, I get a cold shoulder from Clamar and Hrog nobles in particular. To be expected in a society as it stands today. The head chef doesn't want people to even see me holding a knife. Probably why he sticks me with all the busy work and chores. Suppose I should be grateful I have a job at all. Honestly. But still there are a lot of ways. Still there are a lot of days when I question why I'm putting up with any of this. To be honest, man, I just told you how to make a Big Mac. You're giving me your life story. That's wild to me. How about you vote me for king? I just want a confirmation of a simple fact. I think I should have always known to be true. The skill of a chef has nothing to do with one's tribe. You meant the Hushed Honeybee has renewed my inspiration to keep cooking. I don't know where it'll take me, but I'm ready to throw myself into the proverbial frying pan. Oh, of course I need to thank you properly for what you've done. Here, take this as a token of my gratitude. You can also vote for me to be the king. Just an idea. A Magla pill, increased wisdom, and 2,000 money. Sheesh. Right. He paid for the red grass. Ooh, that hardly moved the needle forward. Okay. What did you name your character, by the way? So, for better or for worse, we learned a lot about the country's attitudes towards different tribes who knew prejudice extended even to cooking. But it's heartwarming to know there are people who make it better, so we've got to have our own fight too. So my protagonist's name, because this one was weird. There were two names that you said. My protagonist's name is Slices, and the name I said at the start was Salted. That way, both parts of my channel name were represented. Because in Persona, I was Mr. Slices, but it wasn't really gonna fly that way here. Okay. Idea. Well, I don't know how hard this quest is gonna be. But I feel like it's probably worthwhile for us to get something going on. And here's my idea. Call me crazy if you must, but I've got an idea. Hulkenberg becomes a warrior with me.
Fascinating. This, all right?
Then we can get together the, I think it's Heat Up.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
And then we've got this one. Mine is named Angelus. That's like actually such a sick name. It just sounds like they're having a stroke. I'm very pleased. Thank you. Please take this as a token of my thanks. Another hero fruit. We will swap this over. Now, I know what you're thinking, but that was your one and only Pierce user. You fool. You absolute fool. You imbecile. It's actually, no, that's actually insanely fair of you to point out. I think that I probably just want first aid here, and then I can change mine over to Medi instead. Yeah, that's probably for the best. That was my only Pierce user, but now Stroll can be our Pierce user.
Fascinating. This right.
And the whole entire reason I'm swapping this around, by the way, I'm not sure what the benefit is, aside from I can have more that I can inherit skills from. I think it's probably for the best that we kind of level up everybody. Oh, I see Heat Up bonus. Yeah, now. I would love for Stroll to also have it, but I do need somebody who's going to be dealing pierce damage. And this will give me a chance to let Stroll kind of learn some different skins. He's not going to be doing that. Strike dodge, don't need. Increases crit rate by 5%. I won't need that here. This is strike, slash. Damn. Okay. I guess I'll just give him Heat Up for the time being, even though he's only going to be able to use Heat Up if he uses a synthesis skill like Jump Thrust or Hammer of Justice, which we won't be able to use because we don't have a Brawler with us. So I guess that's out of the question. But now both of them can start leveling Warrior, and we can have Stroll start leveling Knight. Again, not 100% certain on what all of the benefits are to it, but spent time in the Labyrinth, went to Belega Corridor. I believe that's where we're going now.
I love it.
I don't know if we're able to fast travel on the outside. Oh, we might be able to. Can't fast travel there. Okay. Let's see if this wastes multiple days. I'm hoping that we can do this all in one day, but I don't know how the game's gonna have it work. Because this is our first time leaving the city since... I want to go to Belega Corridor. Let's check our destination on the map. Requests and intel will open up new areas on the city map. You can go there as long as you know the path. You see how many days are required to reach a destination. If the road there doesn't pass through an encampment, you can get there that afternoon. When you return to town from your destination, it'll be night. If they're tackling a dungeon, you won't be able to do anything else. Your allies need to rest. The wilds outside the country contain innumerable threats. You can mix and match whatever strategies you have in mind. The combat system and the archetype system is so insanely cool. I like it a lot. You want to know, here's the main reason that I love it. So, I don't know if you played it. There was an RPG. I mean, the series is well known. I feel like this game didn't get much traction though. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 allowed you to have any character from your main cast use any class, which was a really cool idea, and I liked it a lot because it added a dynamic level to the gameplay. So I could have my main character, or I could have Uni, who's normally a little bit more of a support, swap over to a big hammer damage dealing type. Whoa, that's awesome. The issue I had with how Xenoblade did it is characters had skill ratings of how good they were with that class, and it would affect their combat, but you wouldn't be able to change that. So if she was a D rank at using a hammer, then she was just worse than running another class where she was an A rank with it. And because of that, I felt disincentivized to swap and try other strategies. Whereas this game feels like it rewards me heavily because I only level them up to level 20. So you might as well try all of the different strategies and see which ones feel good together, which ones feel off. Don't suppose there'd be treasure and other valuables there that remain. We may as well check considering we have to defeat the monster anyways. No getting too sidetracked, all right? Our goal is the monster, not the treasure. We should be able to get there and back within a day. Do you want to go?
Great.
Let's go.
Let's move
Okay,
out.
here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we're there. So anyways, there's my Xenoblade 3 little side tangent.
At Belega Corridor, once a palace of a small, bygone country, destroyed
now?
and worn away by sand and rock. The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters, attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
All right, let's see. I'm actually very excited to see how this looks. Okay.
The thing is...
Yep. This is where Brigitte mentioned, and the monster here sometimes attacks passerbys. I had no idea these ruins were here. This was a villa for a grand noble family, I heard, but this looks properly old. Well, at any rate, we're here for the Gapartos. These ruins are novel, yes, but let's not stray. Let's hunt for rare treasure. But there might be rare treasure about. True, this place is huge. Hunting for, though, sounds like quite the tall order. Yeah, getting sidetracked isn't a good idea, you know? There's always a trade-off. The decision is yours. But make it sensibly. That's not gonna happen. We're taking treasure. Hi, more.
Okay, then.
But yeah, no, they were definitely cooking with this one. Let's go in. Good luck with Belega Corridor. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not gonna be too over-leveled for where I'm at. I'm imagining it won't be. I'm thinking that they put the wisdom restriction on it because you're supposed to do this one after you do the other one. So the inside's like this, huh? I wonder where the Guptoros lives. Give me a sec, I'll take a look. Can't be totally sure from here, but it doesn't seem to be close by. Well, we'll just have to stay vigilant. It's fairly dark, so stay close. We'll guard the rear. Apologies, but it seems you have to lead the way. Okay. The warrior weapon could be described as comically slow, I think.
We're safe here.
We're safe here. We'll see about that. God, this shit really does. You have 5 to 10 business days to let the enemy... Oh, there's little goblins. Wait, they look fun. Ooh, I'm so not used to seeing like normal fantasy creatures in an Atlas game. Wasn't expecting those vicious monsters. How could the things have turned out this way? Vicious monsters? You mean Guptoros? No, Goborns. Okay, well, guess they can't be called goblins. We got Goborns. All kinds of weapons started flooding out. Before I knew it, I was surrounded by all manner of Goborns. God, just thinking about it makes my knees weak. I want to give up and go home, but I told everyone I would come back until I became the Adventure King himself. Ah, bloody hell. I'm sure standing between those two pillars is really going to help you accomplish that goal.
Keep an eye out.
So we can go down, or we can just like...
Let's push through.
Oh, okay. The Goborns were not expressly strong. I feel it's the scene in Invincible. My hands are covered in blood. I'm looking down. I thought you'd be...
That solves that.
Stronger. Hey, kiddo, which weapons are you using? Ah, dog, do you think a tooth can't chatter? Well, chew on this. I've got jaw-dropping news you guys know nothing about. Depending on your weapons, your attack power is going to totally change. Guess that's kind of obvious, but it's important for magic, too. The strength of magic depends on your weapon, you know. Chew on that for a while. Anyways, if your enemies are taking big bites out of you, bite back with better weapons. Go shopping. You're very knowledgeable. Well, that's enough for now. Won't want to bite off more than you can chew. Next time, I'll teach you some secrets you can really sink your teeth into. Are we not gonna acknowledge, like, because that's a human, technically. This one's unknown. This one's an actual fight. All right, let's see what they got. So I've heard they're all weak to slashing. What do we have here? To all enemies, adds 1 turn on a killing blow.
Go!
You are not built for this. I hate to break it to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, I could just tell. Oh, right. Stroll kind of does nothing right now. But, oh, but they weren't weak to it. So yes, it added a turn, but it doesn't really kind of like matter. Dude, her weapon looks cool as shit right now. All right, another one down. Cannot move due to stun. We might not have to waste mana here.
Now, what's the play?
It's gonna be close. Weak to pierce. Not weak to pierce. Sad as it is, I think we have to use a little bit there. Because he was gonna recover for if I wanted to keep my bonus, which I did. I definitely did not want to give up the unscathed triumph bonus because it's just extra free XP, and our guys are not that adept with the god. It really is quite a slash. Oh my god, how long has it been since we've opened a treasure chest? Balm of Life. We'll take one of those. I had to use one during the last boss fight. Not exactly proud of it. Oh, wait, am I up front? Hold on. Front. Cool. Wanted to make sure my formation was all good there. We're able to move over to this side. Where does that benefit us exactly? They're level 3.
All right, how's that?
If you see
oh shit!
I still take it with you.
Oh, that one's actually got a decent level to it. It's a weird mix of insanely weak and decently strong. A crit there, love to see that. What's Stroll do in the meantime? Stroll's not doing the most right now, but that's fine. Diagonal slash you. Damn, doesn't kill. All right, pick up the kill.
Keep it up.
He's stunned, doesn't get to do anything. Stroll, I love you. You're not doing much. The Knight class is a great tank. It just doesn't deal any damage. And so you might be wondering why I didn't swap him off of Knight. I need him to level up Knight. His Brawler's too high, his Warrior's too high. This lets us get some stuff going on. Halves damage taken when ambush. Might as well be useless because I don't ever plan on getting ambushed personally. What kind of guy plans on an ambush? Ah, someone who made it a little bit further, and I do mean a little bit. There's nothing but Goborns around here. So many novice adventurers come to this place looking to test their mettle. Some had the fool idea to bring in staves or mace igniters. You wouldn't be so daft, would you? You can't ever let a Goborn see those. They'll launch into a frenzy as they see your weapon. You may think Goborn are dumb, but they're smart enough to know magic users are bad news. Yeah, well, guess what? I knew that. Doing some experimenting with various party loadouts to find the right balance of defense and unrelenting offense. So what I was doing before, and it was working really nice, but obviously I'm earlier in the game. I don't know how late you would be. So you might have advanced versions of this. Brawler is insanely high damage. So I was using him for damage, Knight for tanking, but specifically I was using Hulkenberg with the skill inherited for restoring HP to all allies. So she would either be tanking or healing so that my main character could be entirely magic output with mage. And I thought that team felt really nice. That's how I beat the first dungeon. Granted, The mage against Luis kind of felt useless. He sure was just showing up, and then even against the human afterwards, he was kind of like a 3 out of 10. Not great, but I think that was just a bad case of they resisted almost everything magical. We'll do this on the Hexer one. Damn.
What's the play?
I love how surprised the main character is when one of them lives. He's still up? What the fuck? That's a solid strat slash team. It felt really nice. I liked it a lot. We'll go for this. As long as it doesn't recover from stun, which it doesn't, we're fine. Should be kills here no matter what. We'll see if you can pick up a kill. Oh, Stroll actually picks it up there. So then I shouldn't have to spend any more mana, and I do not.
Okay, I don't think there's any more back.
Now, the one thing I'm not 100% sure on yet, and I'll be interested to see it, is if this game remains a 3-party game, or if getting a 4th one does change her to having a 4th member. If we get a 4th member, Pandora's box is opened, okay? There's too much going on.
It's all clear.
We'll be able to figure something out, but it's gonna take me a while to get a team that I really like.
Draw steel. All right. How's that?
Dodge here. Pick up those kills, dodge, and then woo! It's important to keep yourself mobile and use your dodge roll. Very easy to forget the dodge rolls in the game. What makes you say that? The fact that I have oft times forgot that the dodge roll is in the game. Without saying much, I'm wrapping up my 2nd playthrough within the next couple days.
Yeah, almost finished.
Yeah, the thing I'm most worried about is how many of the followers maxing out that I'm gonna miss out on. Because I've always been really bad about that in Persona games, getting all of my confidants maxed out. And this one, I'm directly losing out on evolutions if I don't level them up enough. So I'm hoping it's not as bad and it's more like you don't have time for all of the side quests, but you'll probably get most of the followers. Dodge roll? I'm playing Dark Souls, baby. When my weapon takes 3 business days to attack and I have to give them a fair warning every single time, I'm gonna be using whatever I can to my advantage. Did we see anything else on this map? No. Okay, we can go down here and then it probably wraps around to get there. I think that we're at a decent level for doing this, especially with me testing a lot of, yeah, because there's some goblins that are actually strong.
We strike first.
Okay, both me and Hulkenberg just got a new skill. Was it what I hope it is? It's absolutely what I hope it is. Rest in peace to the enemies, but I'm built different. Hey, fair play where fair play is due. They don't stand a chance anymore. We've got double heat up on the field.
Not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
Unscathed triumph, I'd say so. The last thing they saw was a single flash of light. You're an actual threat. It's really nice when I get the free kills and I don't have to do anything. Can I get a free kill here? Maybe with just how much attack I have raised. The answer to that was absolutely no. So we'll just pick up 1 kill, have them all recover from stun, and then just kill them. Because now they can be thinking to themselves, oh, we're doing it, we're doing it. Bro, you're shredding these encounters. They're not built for a man like me. They simply aren't. I take it back. They're so built for it. What do I do here? Now, no, because I wouldn't be able to do a synthesis, that's right. So we'll kill 1, and we'll let the enemies get their first attack off. I think it's only fair. Recovered from stun, let's see what they do. Giant slice. Hey, that was scary, man. I felt it. And I am playing on normal mode, by the way. I just like to get that out there. I understand it might look like easy mode. I promise. I'm doing the normal difficulty, the real one. Well, I guess the most gamers would say the real one's hard difficulty. I've never been a huge fan of hard difficulty in JRPG games. Why? Because I a lot of the times feel like it just results, fucker, to more grinding rather than more interesting gameplay. Yo, hey Eldon. Hi. How goes it? Check this shit out. Not only do we get a cool animation, but they also get their limited trial on life is over, which is awesome. Have you played many Atlus games? I'm like a very normie player. I've played Persona 3 Reload, I've played Persona 4 Golden, and I've played Persona 5, but not Persona 5 Royal. Well, I've played Persona 5 Royal, but I haven't beat it yet, because I was playing it with somebody. And so it had the true issue of you're playing a game with somebody else. It's not gonna happen. No matter how much you try, somehow the games always seem to fall through. All right, we can first aid. No, we don't need a first aid from Hulkenberg. You don't have first aid yet? We'll wait to heal up till we first aid. Bro, I'm thriving right now. I just downloaded a Dragon Ball FighterZ and I'm so goated. How is Fighters now? Because I've mainly been playing Sparking Zero as my off-stream, kind of like I want to do a fighting game. And I know that it's, oh, that one's a party fighting game. It doesn't count. That's, honestly, you're not wrong. It doesn't exactly, I would never say after playing a round of Sparking Zero that I think to myself, that enemy had skill or I had skill.
That'll do it.
But at least I'm not a super Vegito spammer who's using after image strike every time they get 3 bars, running away, waiting till they get 3 bars, after image strike. I play respectable characters like Turles, because Turles is goated as hell. Maturing is realizing Turles is one of the coolest villains Dragon Ball ever did. Turles is one of the only Saiyans who's ever just kind of like moved a little bit different. Like he's completely built separately. I love him so much. I've been playing him since launch. I'm waiting on Steam, and I hope that Atlus Atrian Odyssey HD gets a deep sale. Oh, is Atrian Odyssey is one of those RPG games where you map yourself as you go through it, right?
Look at that.
Those have always grinded my gears a little bit. Witch's Earring, why are they holding on to this? They hate Magic. They despise Magic the Gathering, and yet they buy every new set. They're just like the rest of the player base. Consider selling it. They did a final update that added new moves. It's so fun. Super Saiyan Vegeta is literally just random bullshit go. They added it's so when you use Sparking, you can Z-dash anytime, even during a hit in the air. So it's basically just more random bullshit. That is pretty sick.
I imagine that would be of use.
I haven't seen many people do it. I can't wait to try. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a genre. I think it's a genre I can appreciate more now, because the only time I didn't like the ones where you had to map yourself is when I was but a child. However, I also didn't have the patience to do much of anything, seeing as I was a child. Turns out, children aren't built for anything that requires that. I'm also doing some Sparking Zero training. Dude, Sparking Zero is so peak. I've been loving it so much. Again, now, if you play Z Broly online, I hate to give you this title, you're a goober. I don't make the rules. You're a goober. You might say Z Broly, I like him more than Super Broly. Me too. I actually do. I think Z Broly's a cooler character than Super Broly. It's a personal preference thing. I don't hate anybody. I'm not gonna say you're wrong if you think otherwise, because like you aren't. It's completely opinion based. I just think that Z Broly has a little bit more aura to him than Super Broly. Super Broly's like a nice guy. Z Broly looks like he would rip your spinal cord out for looking at him incorrect. Even if you don't look at him incorrect, he might rip your spinal cord out for not looking at him. The online for Dragon Ball FighterZ is awful. I got touch of death by 2 UI Gokus in a row. Any game that adds UI Goku, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that UI Goku is gonna be the strongest character in the game. They can't not make him the strongest. Granted, in Sparking Zero, I would wager that Super Vegito is actually stronger, but that's because he's the strongest character they gave After Image Strike to, and After Image Strike makes me want to rip my hair out every time I fight it. I maintain that Sparking Zero is probably the best game, maybe of all time. At least if you're an anime game fan, it is the best game to play with your friends. Holy shit, Sparking Zero has so much fun shit you can do for with your friends. But the online for it, get ready for people spamming the most degen part of the game that you didn't even know was in it. Now, we are crushing through the encounters, but soon we're gonna run out of mana. Unfortunately, the limited resource I've been treating as though it's unlimited. Why? I'm used to playing Mage, where I can just attack enemies and get them back. Isn't even close to best character, brother. I haven't seen the fusion cross-stream grab. No, yeah, so fusions and UI are pretty much every Dragon Ball game's arch enemies. When they show up, it's fucking over. Your best bet if you play against somebody who's playing double fusions UI Goku is getting on your hands and knees and starting working. Because that's the only way that they'll let you go. Now, how do I open up that door? You wanna know what else we can do? And I don't know if this will matter for, hold on. It's an idea. We're not gonna judge each other here, okay? We're gonna be very kind to each other without judging. Goku Mini and Hit are my characters right now. Hit is an insanely based choice, and so is Goku Mini, because I don't think I've seen anybody play him.
What now?
Here's what we do. I know they hate mages, and this might seem like a stupid idea. Consider the following.
It's all clear.
We run over here.
Watch out. We've been spotted.
We're getting some mana back. That's the entire purpose of this.
Hey, come on.
Okay.
All right, put the
Good shit.
pressure on.
All right, now we run out. We got ourselves a little bit of mana, and we're on our way. They've respawned this enemy. It's peak. It's peak. Wait, wait, wait. We're gonna get all of the little goobers to spawn now. This is exactly what we want. If all of the goobers are respawning, that's infinite mana for free.
I think we lost them.
Oh my god, is that Derp the Froggy? The Froggy in my Twitch chat? What the hell? Now that there's the sexiest rap streamer on this side of the rap place, how are you today? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I love Metaphor, so I'm very happy to be playing more of it. It's one of those games that I want to play more of during the week, but I know I don't have time after work to boot up Metaphor and also exist as a human being. All right, looks like those enemies aren't going to respawn. Then let's swap back off of this archetype. Wasn't the most mana gain, it was like 6, but we take what we can get. I'm so sad that we didn't get an Orange Piccolo or Beast DLC in the fight. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just sad that Piccolo gets so much disrespect across all of the Dragon Ball games, man.
Hey.
Piccolo is one of the characters with the most aura by far. Every time Piccolo's showing up, I'm like, that's a guy right there. Holy shit. That's legit him.
Give it my all.
Ooh, really good damage on them. Let's see if we can just kind of clean up this way. Recovered from stun. Dead. No, not who I meant to hit. Okay, whatever. He doesn't recover from stun. Oh, if he recovered from stun from that, I'd be a little bit upset. What do we do here? Probably a diagonal slash on this one finishes. Yes. And then this just kills. Yes. Correct. On my PS5, I want to play it on mobile. I kind of want to pick it up for the Steam Deck. I understand that. I understand that. Is the furthest thing from a guy, he's green and like 10 years old. Piccolo has aura. Yeah, I won't accept any further debates on this. He raised Goku's kids. That's aura. Do you know how sick it is to be like, I mean, I guess more that you could honestly say that means Goku has aura, because then he beat Demon King Piccolo's ass and then said, by the way, you're also raising my kids, bitch. That is kind of a very power statement to do. But still, you got the man. I'm just so sad Piccolo's not better in Sparking Zero, because he's so cool. But when I play him, I really don't feel like he's that cool. I feel like he's kind of gooberish. Babysitters have aura. Me going on explicit websites. That's why there's so many of them. It's the aura. That's why there's so many babysitter videos. They were just like, damn, think about how chill they look. All right, pick this up. We can just do a slash across everybody if we really want. In fact, I think we will. But we'll wait. I
can't afford to hold back. You first.
And then do it here.
We'll team up.
Yes, it still taxes Stroll's mana, but at least main character gets to keep a little bit. We got another crit there. That's exactly what we need, because then we just pick up a Silver Claymore. And it's just that easy. Now, arguably, my main character could use a little bit more points going towards him, because of the fact that I'm not exactly ever investing in anything that's not luck on him. But you gotta realize, it's because it's cool as hell to win every fight and then get drops. You're a gooner? Actually, hold on, I have gooning discourse. I've been waiting to... This has been on my mind for a while and I need to get it off my chest. It is high time we call out everybody who is on TikTok, on Book Talk, talking about their 7'3" vampire boyfriend with tattoos who's also part of the mob. That's a gooner. I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm tired of being silenced and acting like it's only guys over their computer with anime women, all right? Sure, that can be the first offender. That can be the #1 offender when you think about it. I'm sorry, if you read 400 pages and there's sentences within them about how her insides were getting rearranged, you're a gooner. You are. And it's fine to be a gooner, but you must acknowledge that you are one. I'm tired of them acting like they're holier than thou when they read their smut. You're no different. You're in a different font at best. They're Arial, the people jerking off to anime women, that's Arial. Your Times New Roman. You're not different. You're just slightly.
What now?
It is not fine to be a gooner at all. But I mean, like, I think it is, but only because of the fact that the word is funny. Why do you search that up? I don't search it up. It's on the home page of the website. What are you talking about? In fact, I very rarely search it up. Then, like, just in general, I pretty much just go with whatever's on the homepage. Why? Because, like, I'm just trying to get it done, all right? I've got a 9 to 5 to attend later. I got to get it out of the way. Imp ending pike. The homepage is fitted to what you search. Brother, I go on incognito and don't have an account. I don't think it's fitted to what I search at all. I don't think it's that, like, if it was on my TikTok feed, then maybe we'd have an argument there, but can protect. We can probably get rid of this one. The dealer's choice. Look, I truly believe that it shouldn't be up to me, all right? No one man should have all that power. I jerk off democratically. The people have voted that it's the best one. I am here to see it. Amen to that.
It's all clear.
Okay. Got our boss ahead. The Guptoros is close. We don't have the most mana in the world. That's true.
Yep.
Okay, well, there's something we can do then if we want mana. Hold on. It's lame, and I recognize that it's lame. Give me a second. When you leave between one area and go back up to the next.
Everything's pretty standard.
Oh, it didn't respawn all the enemies? You fuckers. They know what I'm doing. I was trying to farm up a little bit more free mana. Good luck, you got this. All right, if you think 56 is enough, if you think 56 mana is enough, we won't do the lame strat. If you're wondering what the lame strat is, we did this during the last dungeon, and while it's very effective, it's a little bit boring, which is when you have, where does it show the passive? I think here? Yeah, if I go into archetype details. When you are equipped with mage, you get in overworld, recovers HP each time an enemy is stunned or defeated. By going into the academia, then leaving. Ah, okay. Yeah, so what I like to do, it can be a little bit of a lame strat. You just go in, go out, one-shot all of the enemies you're stronger than, and get your free magic back.
Oh.
The only reason I call it a lame strat is because it takes a while. I think it's a really good strategy. People who use other websites, this ain't Hulu, bro. Wait, what do you mean? Who use other websites? I mean, like,
We can't handle easy.
All right, how's that?
Me personally, I'm a little bit of a Reddit warrior. Why? Because it's just like a sorted by the people. So I've got an entire separate an entire separate Reddit account to it. In fact, I think it's probably the only time I open up Reddit. I found it easier that way. I found that my life has improved if that's all I use Reddit for. Especially because then I don't feel the need to ever open up Reddit. Especially, it's a good deterrent to not open Reddit in public, which is great. Who switch websites? Oh. Yeah, no, I feel like if you can't find it on one, that's just it for you. Also, by the way, you have changed my life with this strategy. This line of goblins is getting farmed until I have so much mana.
Oh, right, we did it.
I guess it's also nice because it levels up our other people, but the XP and other items we're getting are so minuscule. I'm really only doing this for the passive. And using the passive, we are. You might not like it. This is what peak gaming looks like. We're actually, this is me shiny hunting on stream. We're gonna go up there and find a red goblin and I'll be like, that's it, guys. We found it, the shiny, we've done it. I guess we can also get drops because our luck is pretty good. And they do have decent drops.
They look pretty weak.
But yeah, I think setting up my Reddit that way has thus given me a reason to never open Reddit in public, which has saved me many times. Because could you imagine standing in the McDonald's line and being like, I gotta open up Reddit right now, I'm sorry. They're allowed to kick you out. They're allowed to throw you onto the street and curb stomp you. I don't make the rules. Has it actually tarnished now if I call a freak? They take it as a compliment. Like, no, bro, you're just weird. I think that's, I mean, it's kind of what happened with gooning, right? But gooning, I think you could never take seriously. I really think gooning as a word could never be taken seriously. People use it as like a, oh, you're all you do is goon, right? As somebody who jerks off. I hate to break it to you, goon is objectively a funny word. I could have never taken it as an insult. Now, it would never be used to describe me, I guess, in the first place. But still, I know why it became a word that the people embraced. Because that is a funny word. Looking at someone with a straight face and being like, you're just a gooner. Like, come on. Freak, I agree though. Freak has been good. I blame Freak Bob mainly. If Freak Bob wasn't calling so many people's phones, Goon has wearing the word Good, aka underling.
All right.
That's true, but at the same time, I don't think I would have taken that one that seriously either. Oh, damn. All right, Behemoth has shown up. Looks like this is Gup Tauros. Makes sense why Tauros isn't his name. He's a big ass bull. He's really raring to go. I would agree with that. No sign of retreat. Must be acclimated to people. It's likely caused damage yet to be discovered. Well, that ends today. We're taking you down. I don't understand how this has been. I don't know how he has been disrupting the trade lines at all. Because he's locked himself in the very bottom of this dungeon, man. Bringing his A game, can't wait for this. Not messing around, everyone be careful while I'm ready. Oh, that's interesting. It's a really dumb thing that I noticed, which is the weapons that you hold in the overworld seem to be set already and are not based off of what you're actually bringing. All right, let's see what kind of damage we're looking at. That crit him, that crit him. Oh, wait, but you do pierce, not slash.
They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit them all.
Oh, I actually crit. Okay, okay. You can tell Stroll got those bisexuals hot and heavy. There's a reason we've been hanging out with Stroll, and I will not be elaborating, thank you. Imp ending pike? I guess so. Diagonal slash here should be okay. Why did that take two?
Let's go. Is there another way?
It's a great question.
Come forth, royal soul.
I just feel like I'll crit again. Son of a bitch. Slam shatter, that's damn, never mind, my man. And then attack afterwards? That's just kind of fucked up of you.
I call upon
so what are we gonna do here? This is a Knight's Proclamation.
I stand
into a pass. Into a recover everybody a little bit.
My thanks.
Into Stroll guards and then takes the attacks. Nice turn, idiot. Oh, never mind. This hits everybody. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe I shouldn't even bother using that with Stroll then. Yeah, I think that what I'm going to do with Stroll going forward.
Not now. I defer to
this is a pass. As much as I would love to attack with her, I think that I need to heal again. We only have 5 more of these heals because I didn't bother going back to full mana. That wasn't the best idea. I'll credit where credit's due there. But what I can do is lower their defense here.
This is it.
Yeah. Proclamation skill is one of my favorites in the game. Knight's Proclamation is so good. You just have to know who does AoE attacks to make sure you're actually using it well. I'm going to pass here, but not because I felt like I needed to pass.
No.
I shouldn't have passed because I can't. I have to do this because I have exactly 5 heals with main character and I need all 5 of those heals. Takes aim, charge. Take aim if you must. I have plans. What are my plans? Proclamation. Because I have no clue who he's aiming at. Now I know who he's aiming at. This is a pass, auto attack, guard with Stroll. Now your aim does nothing.
I'm sorry. People knocked out here. Everyone. We gotta get back on track. Or this'll get ugly.
We've learned something.
Not like this. Someone help.
Something of great importance has been learned upon this day. When he took aim, he was aiming at an entire continent. Let's turn back the clock on this one and retry the battle from the beginning, because I think that that is irreparably bad. Why is he chiseled? Reveal the workout plan? It's kind of crazy. I think it's just kind of like being a demonic beast does that to people.
Knight. Perhaps not.
So I think that I just go for imp ending pike here, so that I can get a free diagonal slash off
With sword in hand.
into a pass, and then Stroll just goes Knight's Proclamation here. It ain't about the journey, but the frenzy you learn along the way. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. He was very built for that, man. He was so ready. Enemy turns his attention away from the group. Or sorry, turns his attention away back towards the group. Okay. Main character has one more diagonal slash they can use. I kind of wanted to get to Stroll quicker, but at the same time, here's kind of what I want to do. I want to go pass into using an herb of sorts.
Let's try this.
Fair learn over people than fucking horse Mechazord from Gundam. Well, like, here's the thing. You got to realize I've also got my mecha. I just let them live inside me. Kind of like my self-doubt.
Scared, are you?
Knight's Proclamation here.
Observe the enemy. With blade in hand.
I don't know which of my two characters does more damage, but I do know that Stroll's not getting another turn. So it's probably worthwhile for me to do that, because on the off chance it was a crit, it was worthwhile. Slam Shatter hits everybody. I understand where you're coming from. Stroll, I'm sorry for this. Just kidding. I knew you'd live, buddy. The best to ever do it. I already healed. Don't worry about that, okay? He's fine.
I can't afford to hold back.
So if I would even think of passing with Stroll, which I kind of was, it's probably better just to do that. Then might as well diagonal slash here, because we're going to eat up R1 anyways.
Sword in hand. I cut a path.
Here. Just a normal medicine here.
My thanks.
And call that, because I'm thinking takes aim and uses charge. Now this, we have learned something.
Guarding seems the wise move.
Is that? Let's stay ready for impact.
There was technically a better way to do that. Damn, that still hurts. Damn, that still hurts, bud. What the fuck is that about? Technically, the better way to do it was starting with an imp ending pike, getting 33 free damage, and then we'd be better set up for that, but kind of whatever. Then here, we just want to do this. 110, 114, 109.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
What I'm thinking we do here.
You gotta aim better than that.
Stroll. Stroll. Buddy. Buddy, friend, pal o' mine. Oh, Stroll can't take anymore? You want to know why Stroll can't take anymore? Because he decided to miss.
We can do this.
He decided to hit the air. He was like, oh, hell yeah, this air hit about to be heat.
I can't afford to hold
back. By the way, I got my first ever heart kill on the Silent. Was it, what ascension was it on? Do I fall back and have him take less? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Knight. No.
I will say the Silent's pretty hard to get a heart kill on, though, just because the Silent's about playing so many cards, and the heart hates that.
Let's do this.
I think that I probably jump thrust and lower his defense. Probably should have done this a while ago. In fact, I'm really dumb for not doing it earlier, because now, not only does that deal a fuck ton of damage, I can heal up Stroll.
Helpful as ever.
Only took one.
I cut a path.
Don't ask me why. I'm not here to know things. My job is to use slash. Thinking of using Medi, takes aim, and then uses charge. Okay. Here. If Stroll misses, this is a misplay. If he doesn't miss, this is genius. Guard.
Let's stay calm.
Guard.
I'll hold my ground.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Technically, you're able to get a little bit more damage out of it if you do it right. Reckless charge. No clue. Honestly, no clue. Not even remotely do I have a clue. Whichever one does not use Stroll. Oh, but I probably want to just deal heavy.
Nope, not this.
So then without that, what would I rather do?
Power of heroes.
Get over to Stroll.
I will fight with pride. Warrior! Hold on.
So I've just got to do a normal attack here. What do I want to do with Stroll?
What's the matter?
Stroll takes the hits. He's playing all the classics today. And then Hulkenberg can just actually attack finally. And it was a crit. So then we get another just kind of extra slash in there. Maybe I could have used defend there. Whatever. Slam shatter. All right, just hit everyone, bud. You used slam shatter twice. I was about to be upset with him. Now what do we do here? His defense is no longer down. So the answer is obvious. We jump thrust.
Let's do this.
Now what do I do from here? What do I do from here? We can come up with a strat. Will it be a good one? Look, I try not to lie to the people.
With blade in hand.
I think that I use an item for all allies. 100 HP to all allies with Great Fairy Dust.
I owe you.
I like that. I like that. Ascension 1, I was going for a poison build, then Shiv's grabbed me by the balls and wouldn't let go. I love Shiv builds. Shiv builds is what I always end up playing.
We're not out of this yet.
Mid-eye on everybody.
I'm obliged.
My thanks.
Now what do I do here?
I can't afford.
Stroll gets a free melee in because there's no way you miss somebody who's almost dead on the ground. Can't use that, right? Obviously, don't have the little gems for it, so we just do this. Hit for 141. Takes aim. You're gonna use charge. Son of a bitch. Now this only, the one strat I did last time only works if we start on Stroll. So this is just gonna be a triple guard angle.
I shall defend.
Frenzy, hey, if you must. I get it, man. Stroll the Knight really took a lot of damage there. All right, starts with me, which is great, because then I can just recover some HP for everybody. Good MP preservation. I think without the MP preservation we've been doing, it would have been a little bit rough. He's about to lose out on his defense here, so we will get this to stay as low as we can. Can't refuse a nice little Shiv, and then 5 plays later, I'm fully entrenched in the bowl of Shivs. Oh, man. Brother, every time I pick up a Shiv and I see a dead branch, I get on my hands and knees. All right. Not a bad fight. After we understood it, we locked in, we played it very clean. I think. This horn is huge. Bloody awful to imagine being gored by it. Ugh. All right, thanks, man. Really? You seem pretty put together during the fight. No, that thing was tougher than anticipated. If you let up even a little bit, we may have all been defeated. Yeah, no, compared to the rest of the dungeon, that guy was intense. What, even Hulkenberg was studying it. What do you think, Slices? I'm not telling.
Honestly.
That tells me more than you think. You thought it was over, didn't you? Well, win is a win on this. Let's just take this back to the igniter set. Let's do that. Shall we head back? I want to explore a bit more.
I see.
Everything in moderation. You regret letting a little curiosity exhaust us in a place like this. What? All I'm saying is I want to walk around the room a smidge. Okay, well, never mind. I just heard that he was guarding a really good treasure, so I thought there'd be something behind him. Turns out there was not. We do have this one now, which I believe we use on Seeker only. Let me check if I can equip it here. Cannot equip it here. Yeah, that's a Seeker archetype then. Because obviously Brawler uses fists. Least favorite Act 1 boss. This will reveal so much about you. Bro, I don't think I'm ever happy to see the Guardian showing up. I fucking hate that guy. The one with the mode shift. He is my least favorite of all of them. Slime, easy to deal with. Just make sure you have a good break point. If you're playing Ironclad, just pick up Fire Breathing and you win. If you have issues with Hexaghost, Hexaghost can be rough too. Hexaghost can be rough for some characters. But man, do I hate Guardian. You're a freak. I'm pretty sure that was the answer to any of them. I think Slime Boss is my fucking nightmare. Wow. Really? I mean, maybe it's just because I love cards that deal AoE damage, so even if I get a bad split, I don't mind it.
What?
Oh.
In that case.
Let's head back.
Oh, that might have used one of those items. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We let the cat take us out. That was like the way out, right? I didn't just go back into the dungeon. If I went back into the dungeon, this is quite an embarrassing moment for him. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it at all. As it turns out, man goes directly back to where he was before. No wonder Moore was over there. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey.
It's gonna be night soon. Shall we call it a day? Let's head back to the city. Why don't we go back to the city and have a nice dinner? It'll be dark by the time we get back, so we won't have time to do anything else. But that's okay, right?
Got it.
Sure. I mean, what if I said no? Would we just live in the dungeon? No, I don't want to have dinner tonight. Let's just stay here for as long as we can. Let's set up our new base here. Honeybowl's all full up, just my luck. No seats left, but I'm starving.
If so,
It would seem we have our dinner elsewhere. Let's go to the tavern over yonder.
Your thoughts?
Now, ooh, I should not try to say this one's name. Now Filano. Now, I'm now feeling you. A large establishment, and the owners and patrons alike are busy with their own matters. We may speak freely there without the fear of eavesdropping.
I see.
Then it's settled. Anyway, if we discussed Luis at the Honeybee, we could end up causing more trouble for Fabian, so this works out. All right. Brother, I have one AoE card, a dream, and a hot fucking barrel in my mouth, and the split HP is 77 on the dot, and I get fucked by this slime. I think that that's fair. Slime, if you have a bad split, becomes the hardest boss in the game. I'll give you that. The hardest Act 1 boss in the game. If you get slime, because sometimes through no fault of your own, such as, oh shit, I have the relic that gives me thorns, and the thorns damage causes it to split, and like, obviously you wouldn't be playing around that because you're calculating your damage for the overkill. Junior party, okay, enjoy a hearty meal. All right. Well, it wasn't easy, but the Gaptaros lies defeated. But yeah, no, if you get a bad split on Slime, he becomes a very hard boss. Once we show it to her, complete the request, we'll finally be able to shop at the members-only Igniter shop. I'll also say, in Slay the Spire, I feel like my win rate goes up 90% if I make it past Act 2. I don't know if this is true for everybody, but Act 1, I have a lot of early deaths where the run just never comes together, and I don't really care, because that's like 20 minutes at most. Maybe 20 minutes. Hexaghost is so easy if you have 30 HP or below. Hexaghost isn't bad. I just hate Guardian because I hate Thorns, because I like playing a lot of little damage attacks in one turn. But I lose a lot early on Act 1. Then Act 2, the lack of enough AoE to deal with a lot of the room encounters will kill me. The boss almost never kills me on Act 2. If I make it to the Act 2 boss, I'm talking more like a 90% win rate. I never die in Act 3. Unless, of course, I'm running a power build and I get the Awakened one, or I'm running an infinite build and I get Time Eater. Either of those can fuck me over. If I make it to Act 3 and it's Donu and Dekka as my boss, never gonna lose that one. That'll be the most helpful in having us amass more firepower. I trust you'll complete the task, Slices. Well, we managed to avoid the Day of Calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste time. We've got left before the Theocracy makes its proclamation. I agree, Luis is our opponent. One day. And I would have us ready to face him confident in our strength. Why do we trust the Theocracy, though, right? Like, I mean, obviously, I think that's the direction it's gonna go in. But shouldn't we try to become the king? I mean, who's gonna vote for an Elda? Fair. They are mad racist around here. Sometimes I forget about that.
Well then.
We're supposed to be able to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. After a short break together, everyone recovered their HP and MP. Act 1 is 30% loss rate. Act 2 is 40%. 30% loss rate for Act 3. Like, because if you know what you're doing and pick the right cards, you know you can work with nothing in Act 3 will ever stop you. Yeah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I also think it's because by Act 3 in a Slay the Spire run, your build is already together. There's no shot you made it to Act 3 if you don't have a build. It just doesn't happen. I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Oh, baby. I hope they might have you run for king eventually. So, I think there's a minor kind of spoiler that you do run for king. I know that I'm not running for king right now, but let me show you why I say that. when I go up here, hold on, I'll have to remember where it is. I guess that'll be a pretty important part of it also. But when I go over to, it wasn't here. I know I have fast travel, but they gave me the ability to ride my sword. I'm gonna ride the damn sword. All right, I have to. You don't tell somebody they can go skateboarding on a sword and then expect them to teleport. That's foolish. Over here. This guy. Ready?
Hello there.
What business have you? We came to see the coronation rock.
Sure.
Could we take a look at the size and be on our way? When we go here, so it seems that the bigger the candidate's face on the rock, the more qualified they are to become king. First is Ford and second is Luis. The support they've earned is kind of overwhelming. And after a human rampage, Luis's following is strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular just because dissatisfied people were. Yeah. I hear a voice from somewhere, thou who art destined to become king, locus of his people's support, great custodian of their anxieties. The foot of this monument stone will their feelings gather as mag. To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. The fact that we have a follower list, we know where we have a standing in the race, and also the fact that we were just called the Destined King makes me think maybe there's a modicum of a chance we could become king. Maybe. Also, it's so funny watching JJK fans cry and maul the good guys won in the end. No spoilers, but I'm assuming that means like that one group that a lot of people really like who are kind of like side antagonists have also lost. JJK fans when everyone doesn't die. Oh, they were just upset that the main character lived in the end? Okay, well, that would also make sense too. But yeah, no, I haven't actually seen JJK yet, but I do want to watch it. I mean, I know one thing about the Honored One. That's pretty much all I know. What of the issue we described. Here, its horn. Here's its horn. This would be the bruised horn. You can tell the details inside. Come along. I know I could have hung out with Stroll today.
Mission accomplished, then.
I want to hang out with Brigitte because I really like her. I think she is cool.
You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well.
All right.
I thank you.
Pious Igniter. Increase our courage, and we get $7,500 of spending money.
All right.
I mean, about the JJK thing real quick, we could kind of say the opposite about Attack on Titan fans. Granted, I didn't finish watching Attack on Titan. Why? So from what I've heard, and take this with a grain of salt, there's a lot of death that happens at the end of the series. The reason I kind of stopped watching Attack on Titan, and I know they did this so they could still have a compelling narrative, but throughout all of the seasons I watched, I got so tired of this motif that they were pushing, which was nobody is safe. The Titans could kill anyone at any moment. And all of the main characters were perfectly safe the entire time. They would introduce new characters to kill them off. And I just kind of got tired of it because to me, I felt like there aren't actually stakes here. It feels like they're trying to pull the wool over my eyes by introducing 30 new recruits and killing off 26 of them and being like, eh? You probably thought they were main characters, but they're actually dead. And it's like, no, I didn't think anything. They've been here for an episode. I didn't think anything about them. I swear, if I jump to my death against Umu on Radiant one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind, screaming at high heavens and leave my laptop into orbit. Well, there's the issue. Your laptop's probably on power saving mode. You should try putting it to gaming mode.
I knew an outsider would be perfect
I love
for
that.
slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job.
I love that laptops do have the gaming mode, the high power intensive mode. So brain rotted, they thought shonen anime doesn't end with all Yes, I have seen Sukuna. I know a lot of people really like Sukuna. Do I know who he is actually? No, but
smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out.
Hey, anything for you. At your service, my queen.
By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me?
Amen, I'm in. Let's do it.
I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in the city otherwise.
You're a smidge racist with it, though. She does. I'm not gonna say she has no racist bones in her body. There's at least the femur, but
I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do.
Can't imagine a dirty fucking elder like you getting much work. Not that I mind. I think that you can still be put to work. All right, thanks, man. That's awesome.
Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
That's true, more igniters. True, that doesn't sound bad.
Your mind?
I accept.
All right, I accept.
I'm in.
A wise choice.
All right.
Fine then. You seem determined enough.
Thank you. She got a dog?
You heard nothing just now, right?
Right. I didn't hear anything.
That's for the best.
She got a damn dog.
It was just the wind. I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
do tell anyone. Well.
Yes. Dude, I played along from the start. I got it.
Deal.
I got it. Now I feel like she was acknowledging the rest of the city races. Otherwise, she wouldn't be giving us a job. No, I mean, I agree. With the second line of dialogue, it did change the context. The first line, however, she was definitely like that's why your bum ass Brigitta's so bad, dude. Hey, somebody else said it. Hey, all I can do is retweet 30 times. All I can do is repost this one 37 times and pin it to my account. Hey, you said it. I saw a post online calling it Disney Kaizen because the main character didn't lose and everything didn't die in the end. I mean, it could have been worse. Didn't My Hero Academia end with Deku getting cucked? I didn't actually see it, by the way. I just, like, have heard. There's good ways to end it. I can sense a hint of trust beneath all the wariness Brigitte feels towards me.
The trader and iconoclast.
Within her dwells the merchant. A new power will awaken. Do we actually get a new one? Oh, baby.
Interesting.
Party can now study the merchant. Dude, wait, this sounds cool as hell. Oh, this sounds like my kind of archetype. A gambling merchant, I hope. I hope. I can sense the embodiment of the merchant from Brigitte. You can now study the merchant. He looks awesome. Dude, let me move myself so you guys can see him better. Look at him. He's like a sultan or like a czar or something. With the giant turban on top, he's fucking sick. All right, the merchant is becoming part of our team. Sorry, hate to break it to you. He's becoming part of our team. You can't change my mind on it also. I think he's sick. I don't care how ass he is. He's here for me. When none else were. I can now buy things from Grand Trans Igniter Shop due to the effects of the proof of membership. Thanks. Now they'll even sell to a dirty elder like me.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
All right. Works for me. Oh, Water's Day is after Fire's Day. That makes sense. Back to the hushed honeybee.
What is it?
I feel like it should be
What is it?
illegal for them to have any. Hold on. Let's check it real quick. What's this one do? Armed with cash-fueled almighty skills, it can increase battle rewards to provide out-of-combat support. Look how fucking awesome this guy is. Look how cool he is. Damn. Yo, where did he put all of that? What the hell? My fault. Forgot we're professional around here. Gold attack deals weak physical almighty damage to one enemy, and it actually costs money. Nah, they cooked. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an alchemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. They cooked. Oh, they cooked. Increases the likelihood of receiving items. Increases the effects of consumables by 1.2%. Increases evasion against fire. And steals magic from one enemy. They cooked. My keyboard is messing up, but I love the merchant. This is awesome. He's so sick. Who can be my merchant? Let's check the different colors of merchant. Red merchant. I'm kind of 50-50 on red merchant. You know who's gonna look sick though? Stroll with the golden merchant. Oh my God, Stroll, you are our merchant.
Fascinating.
Welcome aboard.
This right here, all right?
Welcome aboard. How could I not?
I'm counting on you.
Look how cool he looks here. Salted when there's a gambling mechanic, cinema. I have to add cinema to my channel right now. You're right. How could I go this long without adding a better Twitch TV? Cinema. Is it BTTV or is it 7TV that does that one? That's a great question. Popular. Let me go to cinema. I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of. It says it's only on 2,000. Well, whatever. We're adding cinema to the channel. Add to channel. It should now be on the channel. I might have to refresh. Therefore, I will not be seeing it. Therefore, there is zero shot I'll be seeing it going forward. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, okay. God, he looks so sick. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. Yeah. The soul of the merchant. No fight is truly won without money, so I'll use this power responsibly. To think, power exists in our world. I have much to learn about life. New avatar is crazy, so fluffy. I know, isn't he awesome? Look at him go. What's the coolest toggle I can show off? Wait, I haven't been holding my controller this whole time. Oh my God, now people won't know I was gaming. Oh, they'll think I was reacting. We got more heroes fruits. We love to see that.
To wield.
So we have the innocent abacus right now because that's kind of all we have for him. And then someday, somehow, we'll be able to get this one. That's at rank 8. We get the maxed out merchant. We can kind of see the shadows of the next ones. Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, amazing. I think that for me personally, better Twitch TV or 7TV is fun, but God, do you need a chat overlay so it works? You know, on the plugin or a fucking phone, all you see is typing cinema kegged up. That is true. That I completely agree with. No, I gotta agree with that. It is, especially, it's like almost a weird click kind of culture, right? Where it's like, oh, you don't have 7TV. Of course you wouldn't see it. But I know it's only been 3.5 hours. I know, light stream today. I'm sorry, okay? I'm feeling a smidge exhausted, and I promised somebody who I haven't talked with that I'd game into the night with them. Like, I haven't talked to them since I came back from Japan. They've been messaging me every day since I came back. It has been 2 weeks of me putting this off. So I finally said, fine, I'll play a game with you tonight. So I am going to hop off so I'm ready for that and have a little bit of mental recharge time before I actually have to lock in and play, I don't know, probably League of Legends if I had to guess. Just like the worst thing you could imagine of all time. A Guantanamo Bay torture method. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I really enjoyed Metaphor today. You know, Salted dropped the Discord. Oh, I have to create, I think I have the command for it now. Hold on. Check this shit out. Check this shit out. Boom. Yeah. Oh, he's done it. Oh, you're such a good friend. Okay, hold on. Let me defend my honor for a second. He has been messaging me nonstop to hang out. I work a 9 to 5 every day. He is unemployed. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to be employed to have fulfillment in life. Anybody can be unemployed and still have their own stuff going on. However, he messages me at crackhead times, like 2 p.m. and says, do you want to play something? No, I'm at work. But more than that, I went to a Magic the Gathering pre-release with him last weekend because he wanted to, and he's still saying that I haven't hung out with him. So, like, look, it's a little bit high maintenance. I understand, but I'm a giver. At the end of the day, they wrote a book about me. They called it The Giver. But yeah, I am going to be heading out for the day. And I will be live on Monday, probably for like, yeah, oh, no, definitely. Oh my God, I totally forgot. Monday is the launch of Isaac's DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it. The one for multiplayer. So I'm going to be doing a collab stream with me and Mr. Derp the Froggy. We are going to be collabing together and doing some Isaac multiplayer. Kind of like the LeBron James and Kobe Bryant showing up at a pickup basketball game for children. So my plan is to play Tainted Lazarus online the entire time and throw the game for everybody else. Anyways, I will see you guys then. Peace. YouTube, you know the deal. There's overlap, there's overlay, there's gonna be time before it catches up to where I'm actually at here. And once it catches up, it's gonna kind of abruptly cut off. That's just the nature of how it works, because of the fact that YouTube is 20 to 30 seconds behind. So I want to make sure none of the important parts of the outro get cut out, which this should, in theory, prevent.